Good day, I am of course General Lotz, and today we are going to be celebrating the shuffling off the mortal coil of Stan the Man Lee. Essentially, Stan Lee was without a doubt a pillar of the comics community. He was a man who created a great many original ideas and original characters. And today we're going to be playing a bunch of Marvel-based games, and we're going to start up with Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge, as he was the man behind Spider-Man and, of course, the X-Men. And I love this game because it's a very classical styled comic experience. Okay, first Cyclops, then Storm and Wolverine, and look at this. That's supposed to be Gambit, right? If he didn't say it was Gambit, I'd have no clue. But literally, this trash can just sucks him up. That is very much a classical comic sort of thing. You would never see that today. So, when it came to comics, my very first comic experience was, of course, Batman vs. Predator 3. Because that's a great first comic to do. But afterwards, I would really get into Spider-Man. In fact, the comics I had the most of for a very long time were the Spider-Man comics. My grandparents actually got a whole bunch from a local flea market that sadly is pretty crap today. And the controls in this game are not very good. This actually is not a bad game. I remember playing it back in the day, but I never got very far with it. Basically, you got a little web thing here. You shoot webs, but you can't shoot up or down. You can crouch, you can wall crawl, but it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest when it comes to things. Gambit is actually my second favorite X-Man of all time, with Cyclops being the first. I didn't know Cyclops had such a big hate-dom. I thought everybody liked Cyclops, but evidently not. Okay, what the hell? Why can I not web swing over there? Now, I had initially wanted to do Spider-Man Shaddy Dims. In fact, I installed it. Oh, that little thing must be in the way. I installed it a while back. I believe it was May. I played through like the first level and just kind of ignored it for a little bit. But then today, I intended to fire it up and play it for the live stream. But it doesn't work anymore. I do not know why. It's one of those magic breaks. I'm assuming it has to do with some sort of update that happened at some point in the last couple of weeks, or last couple of months. I don't know what it was, but it must have been something. Now, you do eventually play as some of the X-Men in this. Now, the spider sense is going off. Now, I'm trying to remember where to actually even go in this. It's been a very long time since I played this game. I did play it back in the 90s. I know I played as, like, I think Cyclops for like a second, then died. That could be really said of any game from this era. Music for this game is pretty good. Graphics don't look too bad. Okay, I probably do need to go up there. I wonder if I can just wall crawl my way up there or not. Wall crawl's a little stiff. Jumping's a little stiff. It's definitely not a perfect game by any stretch of the imagination. Let's see if I can grab onto that. No, I can't. Okay, I can grab onto that. So I knew I needed to be over here. Now you can't web swing and jump at the same time. I know, I did not think I would actually get that emotional, but I actually almost cried when I heard that Stan Lee had died. I just couldn't believe it. I had a video on the issues with heroes and RPGs. Well, that's because heroes and RPGs kind of have a problem. They can't really die because, well, they're the main character. Okay, I'm literally just gonna keep smacking into that thing. I don't really know what you're supposed to do about that. I don't even know what that thing is I just picked up. So evidently I'm supposed to go over there, but there's nothing over there to do. Do the old web swing that doesn't actually swing me far enough away, but whatever. Yeah, but superheroes. One of my favorite Spider-Man comics, even to this day, is kind of silly, especially by modern standards. One of the comics is where Spider-Man goes cosmic. It's where he gets, like, imbued by some kind of cosmic force and he can fly and, like, shoot laser blasts out of his hands. I'm going to review that comic one day. And it was one of a big stack. Oh, come on, Spidey, get over there. It was one of a big stack of comics that my grandparents got me back in like the mid-90s. I was like 7 when I read it. What's kind of funny is it was like in the middle of like the Sinister Six story. It was one of the mini Sinister Six story arcs. And it was one of the more, shall we say, comic booky plots where Doctor Doom and Magneto wanted to swap heroes. Do you have a favorite Cyclops suit? I'm quite partial to the original X-Men animated series Cyclops, but I really like the one where he has like that hoodie, that red and white hoodie that he wears. I don't know, I always liked that one back in the day, and I still like it today. This is definitely one of those SNES games where you can definitely be stuck on the opening screen for a very long time, because he's just going to keep smacking into that. I don't understand it, because like, there's nothing else for me to really do. I can't... There's nothing over here. I remember jumping down somewhere, but I don't know how to jump down. And I keep smacking into that thing. It's probably something really obvious that once you realize how easy it is, you're just going to smack yourself in the head. Okay, keep smacking into that. Maybe I missed something in here. Maybe I'm just not a good Vigigam person. Maybe I gotta break open one of the walls or something? Yeah, that was one of the many issues with the with that Marvel Zombies. I was not a big fan of Marvel Zombies, to be perfectly honest. The big problem I had with Marvel Zombies is I just didn't really care. By the time Marvel Zombies came out, I was zombied out. Zombies, I don't know how they keep going. I guess because they're undead. It's an undead concept. Now see, if I could jump and web swing at the same time, that would make things a lot easier. That's got to be one of those overly precise jumps. The Hearts of Iron series, no, I have not. Although I'm well aware of what kind of game franchise it is. It's just not the kind of thing I really get into. Oh, I'm betting I know what this is. I gotta, like, grab these little red blinking things. And then eventually, what's gonna happen is that's gonna, like... Let me guess. Is that blinking? No. Alright, that one is. See, I knew it was something, like, easy. That... Yep, there it is. I knew it. Because this is one of those games... It is one of those games, and I keep smacking into the... Okay, wait, maybe it won't be that... Okay, go to the very edge. No, he's going to keep smacking into that. I don't know what you're supposed to do then. I might give up, like, on the first goddamn screen. But this is one of those one screen and lost games. Can I, like, climb up the web? Because there's no place to... There's no obvious place to go. I know I can get past this, though, because I have in the past. Yeah, wait for Bannerlord. That may come out around the year 3001. You never know. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I need to climb up on that one platform, and that'll be it. Nope, that's not it. Ooh, I know what it is. Yep, I bet I got it. Yep, there it is. Or not. No, I bet that's... It says to go there, but I can't actually get to that area. You would think a basic side scroll like this would make a little more sense, be a little easier to get to. But a lot of these LJN kind of games, and this is LJN by the way, were a bit like that. Also, it looks like I'm inside of like a giant brain, but that's supposed to be the sky. I'm not going to give up on the first screen. You can see, look, I'm going to keep smacking into that. This is where, like, you need a walkthrough just to get off of screen 1. Unless any of you have played this game and know what I'm supposed to do. Literally, screen 1. Screen goddamn 1. But that's what always happens in games like this. Now, thankfully, I intend to play 2 other games for the stream as well. I'm going to do Captain America and the Avengers. Yeah, he's just going to keep smacking into that. I can only... No. Okay, I do not know what I'm supposed to do here. That's just going to keep doing that. I can climb onto that. It's games like this that always made me pissed off as a kid, though. It's like, what the hell? This is literally screen 1. I think I know maybe what I'm supposed to do here. I might have had to web swing off of an enemy, possibly, because there's no place else to go. Okay, you know what? We're going to do that. We are going to restart the game and see if I'm right. We shall see. Oh, yes, we shall see. Okay, yeah, Gambit, whatever. Get ready, Spider-Man. Because you got to pick up those little things that don't do anything. Okay, can I web swing off of this guy without dying? Okay, so my theory was incorrect. I was thinking I could web swing off of him, but... Oh, you got... And that's the thing. That's what used to happen in these things. You had to stand in the absolute right area. Otherwise, you are screwed. I'm actually going to save slot into the... Save that in slot 2. We're going to go back to slot 1 where I've already collected all the crap. It's like, you have to stand in the exact right spot. Oh, come on! Get over there! You have to jump in the exact right area, otherwise that's going to happen. That's one of these days when I do my Spider-Man games review, I'm going to mention that. Remember, that's the first screen! The very first screen! Alright, let's see if we can't stand in the exact right spot. Okay, nope, that was the wrong one. Also wrong one. Okay, then what the hell did I do right the first time? You can see, look, now it's not working. I do not know what I did right the first time. But stuff like that would also happen back in the day, where you wouldn't know what you did, but you did something, and it worked. Look at this. Nope, nothing. That's why I saved a different slot. Evidently, it is possible. I don't know what I did different. I do not know what I did differently. But I must have done something right. Whatever that was. I hope I don't have to collect all those stupid little glowy things. Because I certainly have no idea how to get back over here if I have to. Which I bet I do, because this is an LJN game. This isn't the worst game there ever was, but it's certainly not very good. At least in that regard. And, yeah, I'm probably going to die. Load the state. Actually, hold on. Let's see if we can get back over here again. Now I'm curious. Yeah, it's happening again. I don't get it. What key is melee? I believe that's F. This is RetroArch. And yep, this is not the best of them. And greetings, Victor and Reaper the Symbiote. This is not a very good game. This is one of those first screen and done kind of games. Because I've been on this for 14 minutes, still not off the first screen. And you can see it. It's not a matter of being a crappy player. He just keeps smacking into that. I've only been able to get over here once. Can't get him over. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck the game. I wanted to show more than one screen of that, but it just doesn't work. Which is fine. You know, that's what you expect from LJN. Thankfully, we have this. Now, that's what the Vision used to look like. Yep, I'm just going to play as Robert Downey. So this is the plot for Avengers 4, I guess, right? Seeks to conquer the world! He has used his wealth how he has it, I'm not sure. He's got a mind control machine. Controls their every action. Go at once, Avengers. Try to crush his evil scheme. You gotta love that English. Gotta love it. Avengers Assemble. That's why it's only me. You know what? I got this advanced suit. I'm gonna throw a rock at him. Now I gotta turn on the controls here. This is very much a classic style of comic book game, though. With the classic Iron Man kind of character. It's kind of interesting that Iron Man is now like, well, at least at one time was like the head of the Marvel Universe, whereas it always used to be Spider-Man, but... And now Iron Man is committing acts of vandalism because he does not want the children to get tooth decay from the sodas. Iron Man's getting his ass kicked. So that's why we're just going to vaporize him. Because, you know, the Avengers actually do get to kill people finally. Oh, this is just brilliant. Don't disturb us! Why should it goes well? Why should it goes well? What the hell is that even supposed to mean, Iron Man? Are you drunk? Again? Did Robert Downey fall off the wagon? I know that's mean, but I don't care. Living Laser and Claw. I wonder if we're going to see them in Avengers 4 as well. You know what? Fuck Steve Rogers. At least that's what Robert Downey would be saying here. Especially after Civil War. Honestly, though, I like how he immediately calls Steve Rogers in Infinity War, though. Because, of course, he would. Which, you know, it makes sense, because it's like, oh, the world's at stake. His own petty issues would not be that important. What the hell was that I even picked up? This is where you definitely need that second player, but getting that to work is not an easy prospect. Who are we fighting? You know, I assume this is something that we're going to see in Avengers 4 as well, right? Honestly, I never was a big fan of Iron Man until the 2008 Iron Man film. I just never really could get into that particular character. And I had read some Iron Man comics back in the 90s, but the big problem was I came in like late in the continuity, and the only thing I knew about Iron Man was from the animated show that was popular at the time. You cannot escape. What does that even mean? Whirlwind? Bullet head? What does that even... What does that even mean? Is that really the best you got? That's the best trash talking you can do back in 1980 whatever? You're just gonna stand there and laugh? Okay, that is pretty cool. That, those animated trees. This is a nice little beat-em-up. I really am quite fond of this game. So his superpower is to turn into a living tornado. The one Iron Man comic I read back in the 90s, I still remember this, they were talking about War Machine, and like, I did not have a clue what was really going on. Like, they had to really explain his backstory, like, a lot. Whirlwind's attack was just a setup. Hey, where did you guys come from? Other towns are being taken over. Sentinels! Target town. Wait, Houston? Avengers Assemble. That's why it's only me! It's only me. Lead the team, as always. Cactus Man. And hello, RGX115. You can't move, huh? Yes, Captain America still needs me. Because he just can't throw his mighty shield. In fact, he lost his mighty shield and didn't get it in Infinity War. It's always kind of interesting how, like, a lot of the comics were really kind of overly bombastic around this time. And especially when they started out. That I kind of like how they've changed a few things for the MCU. It's like with Thanos. You know, now it's just like he's some kind of overly idiotic environmentalist. Whereas in the original comics, you know, he wanted to impress Lady Death. Yeah, that really would make for a very... that wouldn't make for a very... Okay, it might make for a kind of a hilarious film. But it does sound really stupid, you know? It's like, can I impress Lady Death, huh? If there's one thing I'm really happy about that modern superhero movies have done away with, is the concept of the secret identity. You know, that was like so set in stone for so long. And this is actually a good game, whereas Arcade's Revenge has that stuck on the goddamn first screen for 20 minutes, and then you finally figure out what button to press once, and then it works. We are totally press start to recover your life. Now, if only that was able in real life. But Captain America and all the rest of the Avengers. You know, the sad part is, it's one of those... What the hell is that? Oh, it's Wasp. Oh, Ant-Man and Wasp. AKA just a really generic sequel that wasn't that good. I saw that at the theater, and I gotta tell you, that was kind of a misleading title, because Wasp barely appears in it. And like, you would think that Ant-Man and Wasp would like team up to do stuff, but in all reality, that's really not what ends up happening. It basically just kind of felt like a lesser version of the first film. And like, the villain wasn't particularly interesting. The whole film just was kind of, meh, to me. And I really did like Ant-Man 1. It was actually legitimately funny. And, oh, we got Iron Man fighting a Stormtrooper. I'll kill you all! Not Stormtrooper, wow. Sentinel. Kinda got Star Wars on the brain, I guess. Giant robot, it's a fucking Sentinel! I'm gonna blame the chat, cause... So wait, the Sentinel has like an infinite supply of hands? Yeah, it sounds like something Tony would make. And that's one thing I didn't like about Age of Ultron. Well, for one, Age of Ultron is kind of a silly title anyway, because it wasn't really an age, it was more like a week of Ultron. But it's like, okay, wait a minute. So, Tony thinks it's a great idea. Now, I get that he was kind of under some mind control, but Tony thought it was a great idea to make a robot out of, like, that staff of evil. It's like, sure, that's a great idea. He should have just stuck with, like, throwing soda cans at people. It's probably a good way to play AVP beat 'em up on PC. Andrew, all you gotta do is just download MAME, and that's about it. It should just work fairly. You just gotta get a good, ROM dump of that, which you can find on ROM Nation. Although I definitely recommend having an ad blocker when using that particular ROM site, because they do like their pop-unders and pop-ups. And I would recommend uBlock Origin. It's a very good ad blocker. I shall grab the little P thing. I always gotta love how, like, up until recently, you know, the Marvel Universe, they had like fucking hovercraft and things like that. Really? I don't know why this game didn't get as popular as the Grim Reaper. Oh yeah, because that's the Grim Reaper, all right. That's what causes people to fear death. Is a guy with a purple cape. Brilliant. Ooh, I know what NES game, or not NES, but SNES game I can play. War of the Gems. I actually rented that a shitload back in the day. Which is was an absolutely excellent little side-scrolling beat 'em up. Extremely difficult though. One of those where you really need a shitload of save states. So wait, is Grim Reaper gonna show up in Stage 5? Or whatever the MCU's at this point? Web of Shadows on PC? Well, you can of course find the DVD copy somewhere. Or you can find it elsewhere. And it should work even on a modern PC because it works on this one. Grim Reaper has regained consciousness! And Red Skull has commanded him to fight the Avengers to the finish. What has Red Skull planned next? Scene 3. Challenge from the bottom of the sea. Oh god, not Namor. No one gives a fuck about Namor. That's why he didn't even get his own movie. Because Namor is an asshole. And his daughter Namora is even more annoying. That's one of the things about the Avengers and things with that nature. Like, okay, they're so powerful, they can take on Galactus, Thanos, and stuff like that. And then Namora, in some universe, can, like, just kill all the Avengers. Like, yeah, right. Okay, she can take on, you know, fucking Thanos? I think not. Just saying. RPS... Grim Lawnmower. Well, I would recommend just using MAME when it comes to playing arcade games. A lot of these other programs I've found to be a lot less useful than MAME. But you still have to just find that proper ROM dump. What an evil thing you've done! Puny superheroes, I'll shut you up for good. So that's Wizard, huh? What evil thing was it? We didn't actually see them do the evil thing. I mean, yeah, it's pretty evil wearing a bright pink costume. Because, damn. Yeah, you can't move. You know what? Look. Just because Robert Downey's getting old doesn't mean he still can't be, you know, Iron Man. A lot of games remove land features. I know! Oh god, there's Namor. Yeah, fuck you, Namor. And Iron Man can fly underwater because, comic books. And yeah, a lot of land features have been removed. Although, RetroArch does have its online option and it works fairly well. However, the main cores on RetroArch don't really work that well. So if you want to play... If you want to actually play an arcade game multiplayer, you're kind of screwed on that. I'm not even sure if Caliera still even works. What the hell is that even that's attacking me? I'll make seaweed out of you! Mech Taco? Mech Taco? What the hell? Surely someone could have told, you know, Konami that was really stupid. Mech Taco, come on! You know, it's still better than Captain Woke, so I guess there's that. You know, I don't get why is this game not as infamous as X-Men the arcade game? This is just as crazy. And like, Mech Taco, why is this not a meme? Why is there no Mech Taco meme? I do not understand this. I mean, that's even better than Welcome to Die. Because come on, Mech Taco? Exactly. Exactly. I guess because since this was probably not... This looks like this might be like an 80s arcade game. I could have read the date, but I was too lazy to do so. Let's see, been going 27 minutes. This is already way more fun than that goddamn Arcade's Revenge. Arcade himself is a pretty stupid villain, and is one of the... And it's an example of a villain that is probably not going to make the leap to a film, because Arcade is like a villain that like kidnaps the X-Men all the time, and like... Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I thought I could actually break it with him. Like, kidnaps the X-Men all the time. Oh, thanks, Reed, for just, you know, dropping off the health thing, but not helping. Way to go. Reed Richards really is useless. So I'm guessing that's like Juggernaut Jr. there. It's like, come on. Technically, Iron Man should just be able to blast them all with that multi-cannon of his, but oh well. Or the tank missile, as that, how it should have ended is oh so fond of. Alright, who's the boss this time? Who are you? Oh, it's the Mandarin! Oh, so you can really just be some old actor guy? Played by a guy whose name I don't remember. So that's the Mandarin. You know, some of these original designs are absolutely laughable. I mean, like, I guess in the comics for the time that probably looked cool, but man, that looks pretty dumb. I like the Mandarin in the Iron Man animated series, where he's this green, you know, like alien-looking guy. I still have my action figure for that. I think I still have my Iron Man action figure as well. but I think his head came off. It's Headless Man. He's gonna have to be replaced by Rhodey. In fact, I don't even have an Iron Man figure. I only have War Machine figures, other than that one Headless Iron Man. I even was able to get a Target exclusive War Machine after the first Iron Man film came out. I'm quite happy to have that. Because I've always liked the War Machine design, since it's black, instead of that red and gold. Because red and gold looks kind of silly, just saying. Come on. Come on, Robert Downey. You can do it. Just gonna punch him in the crotch.
You cannot beat me.
You know, you all have the same laugh. I don't understand it. It's quite creepy. Any Marvel vs. Capcom games? I wasn't going to, but I might as well. And to arm it with a giant laser cannon? Oh no! If his plans are carried out, it will mean the destruction of not only America, but the whole Earth as well. Well, I guess we can stop him now. So wait a minute. He put a laser cannon on the moon. Did he call it the Alan Parsons Project? So his Preparation H, eh? I guess I can hop into Marvel vs. Capcom 1. Get the wrench. I mean, you know, repulsor beams. Fuck that. Just fucking throw a wrench at him. My throat has been quite dry. Took you that long to hit me? Really? Recover my life by putting more money in? Well, that seems like a thing Tony would do. But yeah, Spider-Man the Animated Series. By far my favorite of any Marvel, my favorite Marvel production of all time. It was the MCU before the MCU was even a thing. Everybody showed up in that show. Even Blade, who drove a motorcycle that could drive on walls and up the sides of buildings because, 90s. Even Batman did that. And also he had a lightsaber for some reason. Obey me or die. That's Juggernaut, huh? That's the Juggernaut bitch. Yeah, why does he have a Cyclops eye? He might be the Juggernaut, but he kind of looks like a bitch, just saying. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just an observation. I shall thwack him, and crack him, and wank. Maybe not wank him. Not really into that. Yeah. The Marvel Cinematic Universe in live action isn't too bad. I even liked that latest live action Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man: Homecoming. I found that to be the best live action Spider-Man of all time. I did not like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man at all, even at the time. When that came out, I was just as disappointed as when the live-action X-Men came out. I despised, at the time and today, the live-action X-Men. Oh my god, I hated that show. Or that movie, I should say. Because it's like, why can't Rogue fly? Where's her super strength? Where's her super durability? Why can't Storm fly? Why is Cyclops just a side character? All that, you know. And I feel like every single X-Men movie got worse as time went on, you know. Just like with the Spider-Man movies, I did not like Spider-Man 2. I thought Spider-Man 2 was bad. I'm probably the only one who feels that way, but I did not like Spider-Man 2. I did not like Spider-Man... Well, certainly I didn't like Spider-Man 3, but... I did not like any of those. Because I feel like they missed the point. It's like it just didn't get... Really, until Iron Man, I felt like they were all inferior to their animated counterparts.
Where is the laser?
Where is the laser? Where is he? Ask the police. Really? That's Ultron, huh? I wonder if he can... I know he can't physically throw up in his mouth, but why would he say something that stupid? I liked how Ultron was portrayed. But still, though, he was kind of a lazy villain. It's like, he goes from, I hate the Avengers to, kill everyone! Why? It felt like they kind of missed a few bits there. Favorite food and drink. Oh, that's so hard to come up with. That is a very hard thing to determine. I'll have to get back to you on that. I think my favorite soda by far is a store brand of Dr. Pepper, but just generically, Dr. Pepper would have to be my favorite drink. With favorite food, that is a very hard thing to come up. Actually, I know exactly what it is. Favorite food is it's not a primary meal, but it is definitely my favorite food to eat that I haven't had in many years, and that, of course, is homemade macaroni and cheese. If it's made appropriately, it is the greatest shit ever. Yeah, man. We're just gonna punch you to death. The Vision's not gonna vaporize you this time. Although, just imagine if I was playing the Vision. And yeah, Tony was kind of dumb when he did that. The laser cannon has been completed. There's only a short time before the laser is set to fire. Hurry, Avengers, crush Red Skull's plot. So, wait a minute. He built a laser cannon on the moon, turning it into a Death Star. So I'm assuming the Alan Parsons project was a success then. So, like, all these people are apparently working for Red Skull, huh? I do find it interesting that Red Skull was kind of dropped as a villain pretty quick. Because the Captain America films, you know, don't even really mention him much. There was that random cameo in Infinity War, but that was about it. Generic Blackbird-looking plane. And it looks like Sony actually finally put out a halfway decent Marvel-based film. That Venom film was great. Yeah, I get that it has very little to do with comics Venom, except for that time in the 90s when he was an anti-hero. But still, I enjoyed every second of it. That does not really look like Wasp altogether that much. I mean, bright yellow and blue. Who designed your costume? And what is she even doing? It's like, just sort of like standing there. Kind of like the movie. Nah, it wasn't that bad, but still. Ant-Man is still a fairly decent character, even if even after his own movie, even if the sequel to his movie was pretty crap, but wasn't as crap as Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 was pretty bad. There's the giant lady. Oh, I didn't get to read that fast enough. You know, Tony, you're kind of out of scale with that thing. Either that thing's really small or you're really big. I'd say this is every bit as good as the X-Men arcade game. I do not know why it's been forgotten for so long. And it stood the test of time. The plot is thankfully cheesy. The graphics look pretty good. I mean, everything's kind of small, but... yeah, we destroyed the Alan Parsons project by punching it! Looks like the Red Skull needs to fire his contractor, because that's not very durable. Iron Man 2 or 3? Iron Man 3, hands down, that movie was shit! I mean, every second of Iron Man 3 was crap. And it made no sense! It's like, where were the goddamn Avengers the entire time? Why would Tony destroy all his Iron Man suits? He knows there's threats out there! Why would he disarm himself so badly? If he doesn't want to be Iron Man anymore, why didn't he give it to, like, S.H.I.E.L.D.? You know, yeah, I know by Iron Man 3, S.H.I.E.L.D. is kind of gone, but... what's this? It's a good thing he built that elaborate trap. Otherwise, he'd look kind of like an idiot. But it's like, why would he do any of that? It made no sense. You're trapped! That's it? That's all I got? That's all we get? And you send what? Control. Oh no, not Control! Giant saw blades. See, that's one thing you would not see today. And I don't really miss it, but it is kind of funny to see. It's like, Red Skull builds a death trap with saw blades. This is entirely unironic. And yet, by today's standards, it would be pretty much a joke. But yeah, Iron Man 3 was utterly abhorrent and made no sense at all. It's like, oh no, there's some missile-armed helicopters. And it's like, why does Tony not just, you know, jump in his Iron Man suit and blow them up? I mean, he did it in the previous... whatever. Terrible film. Terrible film all around. Oh, that was Quicksilver. Okay. I thought that was Reed. It's like, Quicksilver, why don't you, like, help out? Why are you just, like, running away? There's a lot of details in this game. Just look at the background. This is quite impressive for whatever era this is from. And it's a lot of fun. It's just one of those mindless beat-em-ups. You know, I'd actually say Iron Man 3 is worse than Green Lantern, because at least it's not a betrayal. You can't go through. Crossbones. Oh wait, I think Crossbones showed up in Captain America: Civil War. In Civil War, okay, see, Captain America: Civil War was not a bad movie, but you know what? It was also kind of dumb. It's like, okay, wait a minute. Oh, the Avengers have to be brought to heel by the same government that was going to nuke New York City? Because that makes sense. And it's like, wait a minute. Tony Stark is going to trust this government that wanted to kill everyone in New York City. Brilliant. That makes a lot of sense. It just, yeah. At least it's not as bad as the Civil War in the actual comics, but damn it. If the movie hadn't been kind of so well... I don't want to say it was so well written because it doesn't make any sense, but the movie was compelling enough that I didn't hate it, even if it made no sense. Oh, of course you can move. If we give you $20 million. Come on, smack him. Crack. He's like literally just Come on. I like how the explosions don't hurt him. Come on. I like how he can just take a repulsor blast to the head, because that makes sense. I can blast a laser tower, but oh, Crossbony here can't take it. Marvel's Daredevil. I have not actually sat through any of that. I've sat through a bit of Punisher, but not much. I found it a bit too depressing. Bye, Avengers. Where you escape to, we'll be right behind you. Hey, wait, can I fly? Why do I have to go up the stairs? Red Skull, though. It's like, how exactly does he hide in plain sight? I'm actually kind of glad they got rid of him. I'm glad they don't have a bunch of recurring villains in the Avengers, because it never made a lot of sense. It's like, oh, we're going to leave him alive, and then he'll break out and attack. Actually, that's kind of lampshaded in one of those how it should have ended. It's like, you know, it makes sense.
You can't escape.
It's not over yet. We need more quarters. Okay, I fucking love this song. Just listen to this. This is not really fitting for the climax, but it fucking rocks. It's funky. Why is he? Well, Red Skull. Actually, hold on. We'll go ahead and be Steve Rogers for right now. We'll do some stars and stripes. Throw your mighty shield, Captain. Captain America throws his mighty shield. All his foes must yield. Is he gonna try? It's a Red Skull robot.
Another trap. You stupid men.
Stupid men? Hey, that's sexist. Teach you the meaning of justice. Oh, I love Japanese games. Mecha Skull. That actually is a pretty cool design. That could make for a movie design. That'd be pretty impressive. Well, Red Skull has a Red Skull because, since he's a bad guy, the Super Soldier Serum amplified his baddiness, and that's why he has a Red Skull. I'm not even joking. That of course, is what the, Captain America film said. That's why he looked like that. So, yeah. So, yeah. Smack him! Throw your mighty shield, Cap! Well, you still have one. He's compensating for something. I like how the robot just falls on him, but just falls right through me. Wonder Man? When did he show up? I don't even know who Wonder Man even is. Why wasn't he out there helping? Bunch of lazy assholes. I guess that's Wonder Man. Wait, I thought he was flying. Why am I flying? I'm so confused. Well, there goes the Alan Parsons Project. We hardly knew ye. Waboom! At least he didn't, wank. Thanks to the brave and valiant efforts of our heroes, the Avengers, you know, not the West Coast Avengers, or, you know, the Defenders, or the Revengers, Red Skull and his evil plan was crushed, and the world can once again breathe easily. But, for the Avengers, the battle doesn't end here. Wherever evil exists in this world, they must confront it, or they won't get great box office returns. Let's just hope Chris Hemsworth returns in another Thor movie. In the name of justice, Avengers unite! It's beautifully cheesy. So yeah, this is gonna be Avengers 4. I'd watch it. This actually could make a decent movie plot. I'd say. I mean, it's simple and effective. Oh no, it's Thanos in the background. What was that? I just love that laugh. It's just so delightfully cheesy. The Avengers. I thought it was Captain America in the Avengers. Cap got his top billing taken away, I guess. Now wait a minute. Why exactly can Captain America and Hawkeye fly now? I mean, I get the Vision being able to fly, but that's always the big problem. You got these heroes that can't actually do that. Jimbo, Horatian, and Makoto Naga... I couldn't read that fast enough. Mad Scientist? I love these arcade endings, though. The credits are always hilarious. Mr. K. No one shall remain seated for Mr. K. Graphic co-operator. Graphic master! He's the graphic master! And special thanks to a bunch of people I have no idea who they are. Kappa-kun. Deco All Planners. Translator. They had 3 translators and they still couldn't get it right? Meh. I don't care. I'm glad they didn't get it right. Graphics producer. Okay, now we're running out of hilarious things. But I want to see if there's like a post-credit scene, right? Key animator. And in between, huh? Graphic designer Sapuri. Of that Tessa amusement service, and there's a little picture of a computer. And so that was the Avengers. This was long before the MCU was even the fever dream of a madman. Back when you could be... Back when things were a bit more bombastic and overly silly. Captain America. Iron Man. The Vision that no one really cared about until the MCU. And Hawkeye that... Hey, there's Quicksilver, he just... Wonder Man. We didn't even see Wonder Man! Where was he? Who is he? There's Wasp. I'm glad they changed her costume. Yeah, fuck you, Submariner. Nobody likes you. So, like, you know, that was the original lineup of the Avengers. Data East. Wait, why is there young Fred in this? From Scooby-Doo. Ah, fuck it. Ah! Yeah, well, unless, of course, it goes woke, it gets broke. But here's hoping it doesn't come to that. Here's hoping, but then again, you never know. I'll just pop into there. Alright, let's see if I cannot... I'm gonna add some people real quick. Let's see here. And I can't add anyone else, it seems. Yeah, well, screw it. Alright, now we're going to play... Actually, no, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel, Capcom, the old clash of the superheroes. Now let's see if this is one that I already have set to have. Nope, that's the wrong one. Japan, Asia. Maybe that's the one. And the answer is... Okay, that's not it either. That's the only problem with having okay, maybe I just went ahead and use this one. Initializing, decoding, and... There we go. It's one where I can actually use the joystick. Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. You know, I never liked that one either. I found Maximum Carnage to be kind of boring, honestly. So we got Spidey, and of course, Incredible Hulk. Go easy. Just normal. You have to fight old Wolverine, who was initially supposed to be a mutated Wolverine, which I find absolutely hilarious. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Captain Commando here used to be, like, Capcom's Maximum Spider. It's supposed to be Capcom's original mascot. Just rape him in the corner. Or not. I've always been a big fan of Marvel vs. Capcom, especially Marvel vs. Capcom 1. It's the one I played the absolute most of. Oh no, not the ninja guy! I assume that was a Capcom character. And smack him! Like this is where every track is the best track. That Wolverine track is fucking sick. And this version of Wolverine here actually has the X-Men animated series voice actor. And these graphics still look great. Even by today's standards, I love that 2D art. Horus Heresy novels are pretty good. And I would agree with that, Tyler. Many of them are quite good. Although some of them can get a little kind of crappy here and there, though. I can't remember which one it was that had some really... Somebody's got to be on drugs writing, you know. I really enjoyed Master of Mankind. I'm like... Now, the writer who wrote that, whose name I can't remember at the moment, really is not a big fan of the God Emperor of Mankind. Oh god, no! I'm so gonna die. Or not. I actually have the action figure for Mega Man, including that armor he's got on. Hulk versus Mega Man. It would just be embarrassing if Hulk lost. Now for me, when it comes to Hulk, there are two versions of Hulk that are by far my favorite. And that, of course, is the original 70s version of Hulk, and, of course, the Hulk animated series from the 90s. It's like every character got a great animated series back then. Come on, I'm not going to be taken down by the Queen of Hell. Smack it! Smack her! It's sad that Hulk has not really gotten his own movie recently. He kind of got a movie in the guise of Thor Ragnarok. And Thor Ragnarok was way better than I thought it was going to be. Even if it doesn't make that much sense. Come on, smack her! That was close. The Hulkster always wins. Come back later. I've got some research to do. So wait, is he Grey Hulk? Alright, we'll beat up on Strider here and the other guy. Gambit. The other guy, I was actually going to cosplay as Gambit once, but never got a chance to. Because Gambit is my second favorite X-Man of all time. Come on, give me a maximum spider. Just throw them. Now, one of those death battles that I watched many years ago uses the sprite from this game, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense, though. It's where the people making that death battle actually made it to where Spider-Man just straight up kills Batman. Yeah, I'm not really seeing that happening. Just saying. Because it's Batman, number one. Number two, oh, don't smack me in the face with that stick. Going to do Discord today. I guess I can. In a moment. Let me just kick the shit out of Gambit real quick, and then I'll do that. Or maybe Gambit will kick the shit out of the Hulk somehow. Come on, smack him. You're the Hulk. How can you be taken down by a mere... Aha! The old seismic clap. And grab it. I don't mind getting taken down by Strider Hero, because, well, he's an awesome guy. Smack him. Smack him. No! Oh, well. The Hulk, you seen it here, folks. The Hulk can be taken down by Strider. Alright, let's go hop over into the old Discordia here. And up into the stream chat. Alright, who can I actually even invite here? Now, wait. Okay, there we go. So alright, let's go hop over into the old... Hey, you need to put your headphones on or something so it doesn't bleed through to the stream.
I just I put it on pause.
Okay.
It was on my phone.
Oh. You will...
Yeah, if I have my... Huh?
I was going to say you only get 5 lashes for now. Alright, now we're going to go into the old Web of Shadows. I really wanted to do Shaddy Dims, but unfortunately, this doesn't work for some random reason.
Shaddy Dims?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the antivirus, simply because one of the games I was trying to do... Oh, how Spider-Man just smacks into the ground. Yeah, you can take it.
There's actually a way, if you do go to your antivirus, and if you try to launch it, I had the same problem on my laptop with Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. It would see the executor as a virus.
Oh.
So I was able to make it so that it would not put it in the... There was some folder that I was in, and you could make it so that it does not do that.
Yeah, I will need to do that later, but... Web of Shadows still looks pretty good, still plays pretty good. Now, it doesn't give me 100% 60 frames per second because, well, it doesn't really like my modern day setup. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. It's still a great deal of fun. I still want to get the piss poor version of Spider-Man, but since I don't have a piss poor...
I'm trying to get a piss poor.
Because there's a lot of good exclusives on there.
Yeah, but then again, I'm trying to get that $900 Spartan suit.
Well, just make sure you don't get fat. And then look like a really out-of-shape Spartan that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, why are you squeezing me?
Now, I would do Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 1. Unfortunately, getting those to work is, like, way more difficult than it's worth. But yeah, Spider-Man was once my favorite superhero of all time. He's still my second favorite of all time. The big problem...
Your first favorite?
I'd probably say... Cyclops? Possibly?
Okay.
Possibly. But Spider-Man and Batman are my 2 favorite of all time. But only one specific version of Spider-Man, and that, of course, is the animated Spider-Man, who might as well just be Spider-Batman, because he doesn't just rely on his powers, he's also, you know, got the detective skills and things of that nature.
Oh.
And back when I was a kid, the reason why I liked Spider-Man so much is for the longest time, although not as long as it used to be, I always thought, like, oh, nobody likes me. And it's like, nobody likes Spider-Man, so Spider-Man's just like me. So yeah. But that was me as a kid for some reason. Oh, come on, grab it! Okay, I'm not gonna just web swing the entire time. Superman always just seemed kind of boring to me. And yes, I do have Spider-Man Shady Dims, but unfortunately it doesn't work. And yes, I was sad about Stan Lee's death. Hence why I'm doing all these Marvel games today as a tribute to Stan the Man Lee, who has passed away, as people are wont to do these days. Okay, what the hell am I even trying?
Shed his mortal coil.
Yes. Okay, so where am I? Okay, I gotta still try to get back to that yellow dot. No, come on, Spider-Man, you can do it. I'm of course using a. Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, radioactive sperm. Oh dear. It's one of those things you just don't question. You know, it's just like whatever. It's a comic book. It doesn't have to be 100% real. Although one of those edgy writers did something like that, where like Captain America became a cannibal and Peter Parker was dying of a skin disease because he got bitten by a radioactive spider. It's like, way to take the fun out of that!
I mean, that's how Spider-Man was made. Getting bit by a radioactive spider, not dying from it.
But yeah, the music in this is a lot like. Oh yeah, we got to go meet up with Luke Cage, who sadly is not going to get a third season of his Netflix series.
Is he black in the comics as well?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if they're being canonically correct or not.
No.
I mean, you go told it. How do you know I can train you if you're willing to learn? All right.
Now, why are they gonna have Spider-Man have the wimpy ass voice? No, but Luke Cage was really quite progressive for his day, as he was one of the very first black superheroes of all time.
Really?
Yeah, used to say "Sweet Christmas" all the time.
Sweet Christmas, good God.
Son, come at me from the air. Go for it.
Failed. Press Y. Oh, okay.
Just a little bit late.
Press F to pay respects.
Go.
Press Y. Let's see, do you play Lego Marvel games? I do not.
They're honestly not that good.
I love geek culture. Yes, Ripstick. Started streaming on the train home. Not bad.
Good try. Too late though.
What the hell do they want me to do?
Can't do this. Come on now. Don't quit on me. Try again.
Huh.
Focus.
What exactly is this thing? What exactly do you want me to do? Hit what? Okay, what?
I'll be right back. I'm getting a phone call.
Alright, that's it.
Ready? Go.
And smack him!
Be good. Go for it. That was close. Try again a little bit later.
Yes, it is pretty hilarious. And yes, it is Web of Shadows.
Good one. Good. Wait a little bit before attacking. Go for it.
Oh, the graphics are going crazy.
That's all right. It's a little bit early.
You know, I've always been annoyed by trying to get these combos to work.
Good, just like that. That was close.
Oh,
Try again a little bit later.
oh, come on!
You got some moves, I gave you that. I'm not gonna hold back anymore though. Let's go.
Spider-Man is so small
Ready?
compared to everyone else. I am pressing A.
Nice, Spider-Man. Go for it.
How do I have to abort the attacks?
Do it again. Ready? Go.
Press Y just before the opponent hits you to over counter.
Okay.
Now I'm probably not going to do any of this in the actual gameplay though. Did it actually work?
Okay. You're doing good against me. Now go out and show me what you got. Come back when you master this. I'll teach you some more.
But shouldn't Spider-Man already know this stuff by now? That's the one thing that I never particularly liked about any of the post-Spider-Man the Animated Series media, is they always make Spider-Man a complete and total dweeb. To the point where he doesn't know how to do anything. Whereas in Spider-Man the Animated Series, he was always pretty much on his own the entire time. And it was very rare that someone would help him out. That's what made the Punisher and Kraven the Hunter helping him out when he was turning into the Man-Spider such a big deal. You know, and everything else, it's like, oh, and he got trained by Luke Cage. It's cool, but I like a more independent Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man to be, you know, just kind of like, well, out there doing his own thing. Optional. Web strike thugs 10 times. This is one of those where we have to bring back 10 bear asses before we can progress to a story mission, which, it's okay, but it does get a little repetitive on occasions. Web strike! Web ball!
I'm back.
Alright. I was finally able to defeat Luke Cage.
Was it taking a decent amount of time?
Yeah, no, it wasn't that bad. Now, like, I can't just... Okay, and we will web strike him and smack him on the head, and that should kill him. That should kill him. But it doesn't, because video games.
And comics.
Because, like, okay, Spider-Man should literally hit him hard enough to shatter every bone in his body.
Isn't Luke Cage like a special strong or whatever though?
Yeah, he's his skin is as hard as diamond and can shrug off bullets.
Oh, that's fantastic.
He's not a member of the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Boar, I should say. I never liked the Fantastic Four, you know, to be honest. Did not like the Fantastic Four film, didn't really like the animated series. I've read a couple of those comics in the 90s. And it's like, It's like I never was a big fan of, what's his name? Doctor Strange. You know, Doctor Strange isn't that bad. But the Doctor Strange film was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but it was of adequate quality. Smack him. Oh, please let me just finish this. So we can actually do something entertaining. Return to Luke Cage to turn in the quest of beat people up with a special skill. Cage talks like Mr. T. I like that. You can't legally acquire Spider-Man games by Activision unless you own the physical copies. Well, I do have the physical copy. Well, it's not a physical something. And I've not played X-Men Origins Wolverine yet. I've heard that it's really quite good, but I have not had a chance to play it yet. And yeah, Spider-Man is always portrayed as being really kind of short, which I guess that's more in line with the comics. But once again, Spider-Man the Animated Series, you know, when he had like this massively muscular build, it's like, yeah, that's my Spider-Man. Because he was spectacular.
And overly buff.
It's like, maybe that's just me. Maybe I grew up at the absolute wrong time to get the major character of Spider-Man, but still I don't care. Spider-Man the Animated Series is by far the best. Spider-Man anything. The Tobey Maguire...
the original?
I guess I should specifically say the 90s animated series, not the 66 one.
Yeah, because there was the one that has all the memes in it.
Yeah.
It is sort of my train.
Well, it's also sort of weird, but it's...
Thanks.
I think. Okay, do I have to keep doing training?
Ready for some more?
Bring it on.
Meet Luke Cage for training. I'm already there! Why do I have to go someplace else? Okay, what are the other missions that I have here? Save 3 civilians. These are all optional. I gotta do the goddamn training.
It's optional to save civilians.
Yeah, fuck the civilians. You know, if they didn't want to get killed, they should have moved to a real city.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of New York. Besides, New York might as well be a fascist state. Just saying.
Weren't they talking about just taking away people's guns?
Actually, there's a lot of places that want to do that now.
True.
Yeah, even Georgia. Good luck with that one! Cause you're gonna need it. Well, old Beta wanted to do so as well, but he wasn't really gonna... That wasn't gonna work if he tried that, just saying. That's why nobody voted for him. Now wait a minute, why is Luke... Luke Cage, how did you even get up here? You can't fly. Actually, no. Oh, he just teleported. Brilliant. I have not watched that many Netflix Marvel shows, just The Punisher, and that's it.
Now that's just mean.
So I can open SPV3, but I can't open the Halo Custom Edition.
Yeah, I don't think you actually have like a full version of Halo Custom Edition if you play SPV3.
Yeah, F actually worked for Melee. So I was like, oh, okay. I literally tried every key the one night, but it didn't work.
Yeah, it is somewhat annoying. Yeah, it's extortion. Yeah. Press Y again to chain another attack. Yeah, it's protection money. Okay, come on.
Now that's just mean.
But you could use your speed to hit one after another, jumping from one guy to the next.
I'll give it a try.
You can start right here with these fools. Hit them in the chain of those web attacks.
Yeah, it's because it just so happened to be there, right? And of course I did it too soon, and I have to listen to the whole thing again! I'd much rather be playing Shaddy Dims, to be perfectly honest, but once again, it doesn't work. I had that same problem with Operation Brawl when I tried to play it to record the footage. It just didn't work. I had to download it again, and then it worked, magically.
That's just mean.
But you could use your speed to hit one after another, jumping from one guy to the next.
I'll give it a try.
You can start right here with
I'm gonna
these
play as Hulk as well.
in the chain of those web attacks.
I guess I could play one game as Hulk. Well, not in this. Oh yeah, Hulk Ultimate Destruction! I do have that game! Good thinking, Jacques. Because if I fuck this up one more time, then we're just gonna go punch some thugs, and then I'm gonna go into that game. Yeah, come on, please, don't make me have to listen to your spiel one more time. I get it, Yeah. Why can't I just go down there and punch him, like normal? Come on! Yep, that's cool.
Does not like you.
Okay, and chain. Okay, what? Quit. I quit. Fuck that game. And then I never finished Web of Shadows ever. And thus, the world was taken over by Thanos. The end. I'm sorry, but I hate it when it's like, hit the Y button at just the absolute right time.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Punching some thugs. Spider-Man, though, was once my favorite superhero, as I said, to the point where my second action figure of all time was a Spider-Man action figure, which I still have, actually.
Really?
Yes, it's a very classic action figure as well. It's not based on any movie or TV show. It is just Spider-Man, and that's it. His eyes have kind of like worn down a little bit, but he's more or less still in good shape. Love how like that idiot just stands there in the middle of the street and gets run over. Alright, so that's Spider-Man Web of Shadows. I'd play more of it if it didn't annoy the shit out of me. I got to the annoying part, which annoys me. But thankfully, we of course have Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. What system is that? N64, I believe. Not N64. GameCube. Alright, where is Hulk? Where is Dean Cain? Hulk. H.
What the hell is wrong with this cat?
E, F, G, H. Wait, no, is it not? Is it Incredible Hulk? Start with an I? Or is it even... Or do I even have it for this system? Or did I, There it is. The Incredible Hulk. Starts with a the. Alright, let's go ahead and set the old game capture. Dolphin. Capture a specific window. Incredible Hulk. Oh, where is the old transform. Fit to screen. Okay, except that's not the right one. Stretch to screen. There we go. This, of course, is Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Which is a classic open world third person, not like shooter, but smasher? I don't know what you'd call it. This is one that a great many people have indeed heard of. And from what I remember, it was supposed to be pretty good. I did not play it back in the day, though. In fact, it's the first time I've ever actually played it. This, of course, is being emulated with the Dolphin engine. Okay, I don't know if this is a trailer or not. I'm like mashing the enter key, but it's not working. People who did prototype. This looks like a prototype kind of thing. Now, keep in mind, all these people are jumping out of their planes just in time. You know, they're not actually dying. There's no people in the cars either. Nothing bad is actually happening to anyone. Okay, what the hell? Why is this not... Oh, never mind. Well, I'm an idiot. Oops.
It's not working.
Okay, there we go. Oh, that's... There we go. I'm gonna do it for easy because I'm trying to pay attention to the chat. Okay. So here we have... I like it. It does emulate quite well. I am very pleased with that indeed.
That loading screen, though.
Yeah, it looks fine. It will be okay. So long as we believe in ourselves. One moment. Let me send a... Alright, let's smash some shit.
Smash? What are you playing?
I walk that line every single day. When I stray from it, people die. Bruce Banner.
Voice acting's pretty good.
I'm not a person anymore. I'm the Hulk. I did this to myself. All in the name of science. This is me. And all that I've become. I'm a big, green,
Oh, this game.
and I'm ticking.
But, you know what? His pants are magic. Never forget that.
They just magically shrink.
Almost got ran over a minute ago. Well, that's, shocking. Spider-Man, he can throw people off buildings, and Web will just appear under them. I like that. He's a boring protagonist, and he was way OP. You know, I've not played Prototype in a long time.
What's that at?
Wait, what?
There's a character that put some kind of VR-looking hat on.
Well, this must be the military figuring out how the Hulk, you know, does what he does.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's Ron Perlman. Oh, he's gonna be Thunderbolt Ross, who of course shows up in Infinity War and is like, "Oh, we need to arrest the superheroes who are the only ones who can stop Thanos."
I don't think he knew who Thanos was at that time.
No. I'm enjoying this already. Smashy, smashy.
Good God. What a big explosion.
Yeah, these graphics have held up pretty well.
I would say so. Is that a Camaro? That yellow car?
Possibly. Press A. 3-punch combo.
The special button will activate Hulk's more advanced techniques, unleashing everything he's got. These will often launch or stun anyone hit. As with Hulk's other techniques,
Now, like,
will increase power.
they are okay. They're just knocked out. That's it.
Vitally important you research Hulk's various combat abilities. He's not only powerful, but extremely fast. When in close, do not hesitate against him.
I mean, the giant green rage monster cannot actually hurt people. He just knocks them out.
Combat techniques.
Watching this while walking home, yeah, you might want to not walk into traffic. That would be bad. I'm glad I waited till the stream to do this. The training exercises have been unlocked. Use the map to find where the mission markers. Now look, that guy just got knocked out. Okay, this guy right here, that grab throws, grapple an enemy of his size or smaller. Extra throw the enemy will allow the Hulk to choose. Okay, now look, he is okay. He's just knocked out. That's all. They are not dead. They're sleeping. Okay. The reason they're not moving is because they're like really tired. Because you see, look how
all tuckered out.
as an alternative to throwing grapple enemy, do an attack on them. Now me punching him with the Hulk punch, that barely just it's just a love tap. Okay, it's just a love tap. Because Hulk is the good guy. He totally is not smashing buildings down. He's totally, not killing people by the hundreds. That was one scene in Age of Ultron that I thought was kind of dumb. Because, like, didn't I'm glad they didn't do it in Infinity War, because it was really stupid to me that 2 Avengers movies would have to have Hulk on the loose while running and climbing. Press A to start exercise. Get the markers that appear on the wall. It's like, okay, wait, we can have Hulk on the loose twice? M for Marvel.
Ability to climb sheer surfaces. Try it now.
That's actually kind of finicky. I think it's because I'm emulating the rather finicky. Well, do it. Okay, climb walls, walk into a wall, and press X to move Hulk around. Now, wait a minute. Which one's X? Oh, okay, I see. You're not wall running. Since I'm emulating the controller, I'm like, which button is X? Dial M for Marvel. Now, originally Hulk was gray, because evidently there wasn't enough green coloration for that or something.
Well, yeah, when he punches stuff, it's green.
No, I mean, like, in the original comic, Hulk was supposed to be gray.
Really?
Yeah. When he was first created, it was Gray Hulk. And then Gray Hulk became a different character entirely.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually my favorite of the Hulks, because Gray Hulk is actually, intelligent, that can actually say more than Hulk smash.
Oh, who's that?
Yep, me.
Oh, it's like...
Spider-Man PS1. Getting that to work is not an easy prospect. I can get it to work, but I'd have to find
I think the second game on PS1 works.
I never played that one, but the first one I can get it to work though. I just have to change the settings in EPSXE. I'm just gonna play this and possibly War of the Gems.
You know what's funny? If you enter like any swear word on like the password screen of the Spider-Man game on PlayStation, something funny happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
L.
if you type in fuck, Spider-Man will pop up and just smack it.
Yep. You gotta
And
love
Spider-Man,
that.
and in the second one on PlayStation, when you do that, he smacks the word and it disappears.
Nice. I miss those days. You just had a taste of weaponization. Hulk's ability to apply his incredible strength to create new powerful weapons. Spend your smash points to unlock the many varied weaponization options available. Smash points, huh? Grey Hulk was discussed in my visual design class. Wow. New technology, specular values were just overdone. Specular Hulk. Yeah, he is a bit shinily green. There's also Red Hulk, who is like supposed to be like an asshole. I gotta get my smash points. Congratulations, you found comic book 1 of 60. You have unlocked a cheat code. Enter the following code and see what happens. Oh, Canada. Oh god, no.
Go Canada.
So, wait a minute. Thunderbolt Ross is going to be replaced with the substitute drama teacher. I don't know if I want to do that. Like, why are you guys even trying to shoot the Incredible Hulk? Okay, so I guess I did kill him. Said you killed my buddy. Oh, this is not a family-friendly. This is not a family-friendly superhero game, is it? Now, of course, this is all just a VR thing, but it is kind of funny because I assume when we actually start playing as the Hulk, we're gonna just be straight up killing people. Now, in the Ultimate Universe, the Incredible Hulk also, in addition to being an asshole, eats people as well. He's supposed to be a cannibal.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if I like that though. I like the Hulk from the '90s animated series, as you would expect. Comic book 2 of 60. Now I'm kind of curious. What does that look like? Oh, there's nothing there. This must be the cutscene ones. But I love it when games used to give you little things like that in the game. Because, like, these days, you know, you'd have to pay for that. I would not be surprised. Like, you want a comic panel? Well, you know what? You got to have comic book DLC. And I just realized I didn't move my clothes from the bed. Aren't I sloppy? Whatever. No one cares.
You can just set them on the floor. Just like set them on the floor.
Yeah.
That dude has green hair. Is it green or is it just the lighting?
My hair being green?
No, the guy on the laptop there.
Oh, it's just the lighting. He's not a tumblerite.
Who's that?
Fucking goes there.
Hello?
That's Hulk.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm doing alright. Well, except for the treadmill. Well, its belt went off, and that means I can't really run on it and all that type of stuff anymore.
Oh.
For the time being.
They just do jumping jacks. That'll work well enough. Just thinking of Hulk merged with Venom. There is Venom Hulk! That does exist!
There is. Yep.
Send a warning shot his way. If Banner's in there, I want him to get the point.
Yeah.
Don't be ridiculous, Blonsky. We give away our position.
So yeah, the great Stan Lee has officially passed away, huh?
Yes. That's why we're playing a bunch of Marvel games.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
like basically, like while I'm not a comics guy myself, in retrospect, I can actually respect Lee because, well, he's a major influence of. Sorry, I'm just a little out of breath, but.
What are you even doing?
We don't want to know.
I was just walking outside and all that.
Hulk's taking damage. Keep track of Hulk using the power meter.
So yeah.
Now look, I'm not killing these guys. They're just being knocked out, okay?
They're just being knocked out, I swear.
See, they didn't die. They're fine, okay? They're just gonna they're gonna like show up in like the barracks, just completely with all their arms and legs and everything.
Just go on.
They're going to be completely fine. They're just being teleported back to the barracks.
They're gonna be put in a space jail, you know. That's another thing.
They're going to be teleported to space jail.
That's why I'm so glad they kill villains in these things now. It's because, like, okay, wait a minute. You could have put Thanos in space jail, because that makes a lot of sense, right? You could have put Ultron in, you know what, computer jail. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Like, they should be deleted forever.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I never read any Incredible Hulk comics. Incredible Hulk was never a character I really cared that much about. I was more of a Spidey-Man guy.
Besides,
The Shadow Realm. Am I going?
the Shadow Realm. But besides, like, I mean, like, don't you like Hulk because it's a little bit too simple, or what?
I just never really cared that much about the character, and there's only... I guess the thing is, Hulk, you know, it's just like, yeah, he's the giant green rage monster. I feel like he's just a better game character than he is a film or TV. Well, the 90s animated series did it right, but most of the time it just was, I don't know, it just never really appealed to me. And I never bothered reading any of the comics because, well, meh. Come on, jump and get him.
Now I have now on Twitter. Now on Twitter, someone has posted a short clip of a Ghost Rider in the Fantastic Four cartoon. I'm assuming in the 90s, and I think that same Ghost Rider version is also in the Hulk because I think there was like some sort of like video that basically combines like the moments that Ghost Rider has appeared, at least in that style.
Yeah.
And that's like the Hulk and Fantastic Four, where basically he just rides in on his bike, and the Fantastic Four version just basically make Galactus uber guilty.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty hilarious. I mean, I never was a big fan of Ghost Rider that much either. For me, when it came to Marvel, it was just Spider-Man, 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 Spidey-Man, which is why I only played 2 kind of annoying Spider-Man games. And it could have spent probably the rest of the stream just playing this game.
But, yeah, like, I won't lie, the voice, like, both cracks me up because Edge, but also at the same time, it's like, okay, it's both cool, but also pretty stupid at the same time.
It was the 90s. You could get away with a lot back then, and no one really cared that much. Because it's like, so what? You know, it's like, well, you know, Ghost Rider, he has the... Technically, I think Ghost Rider could do that. Now, for those who don't know, the clip shows Ghost Rider using his penance stare, which is canonical. As canonical as anything gets in comics. Basically using it on Galactus. And Galactus, you know, like, goes crazy like everyone does when they get penance stared. And it's like, you know, I can definitely see that happening. It's just most of the time that wouldn't happen because comic events.
I guess so. Yeah.
I can live with it. Get to the jump marker to escape, or we can just keep killing people. I mean, knocking them out. Knock him out.
Knock him out.
He's fine. He's okay. Just relax, everyone.
Don't worry. Like, his femur is broken, but he's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's got medical, right?
Yeah, he's medical.
Please don't do that. Jump out. It's time to split. That's why he's got pants.
Pants? What about pants?
Well, the Hulk, of course, has to have Hulk-sized pants because you don't want to see a Hulk-sized dick just dangling around.
No, wait. What if we're going on the trend of like rated R superhero movies, like the first Hulk rated R movie? We'll just have basically a short scene, just with the Hulk. Massive. Oh my god, this is horrible.
That guy does have green. He has a tumbler right.
I didn't have anywhere else to go.
Look, I dropped my Magnum condom for my monster dong.
Hulk size.
I dropped my
They're the
mom's
other way around.
condom for my Magnum dong.
Hulk looks like Wreck-It Ralph with severe radiation poisoning. He's not wrong.
Hulk dropped monster. Oh my god.
Hulk's monster cock.
We need not let that detain us at this time.
Yeah, good point.
Need not.
Anyway.
We're gonna play one more Spider-Man game after this.
Think of it as a video game.
Apparently Asian girls are using scarves to make their boobs look bigger.
Okay. That seems strange, but alright. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but whatever. Oh, bye.
Oh, bye.
Enemy within. Bruce Banner and Hulk barely escape from a surprise assault on a secret hideout. Banner's less hope for a cure for his affliction. A machine designed to delve into his psyche and quell the beast within. Now Banner has a new adversary, a former NSA operative named Emil Blonsky, who has taken joint command of the Sinister Division, along with his military counterpart, General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. Blonsky exhibits a profound hatred of all gamma-irradiated creatures. Okay, just gamma-irradiated creatures. You know, ISIS, if one of them showed up, he's perfectly okay with it. But if that was a gamma-irradiated ISIS, then he'd have a problem. Okay, and
That's
That's
hilarious.
racism against gamma radiated creatures.
I guess. I mean,
That's gamma phobia.
exactly.
Radiophobia.
Yeah. Yes, and also I'm playing SPV3 right now. Hang on.
Oh, I am too.
Oh, stop
Fucking ass, chewing
copying me.
bubblegum. And I'm all out of ass.
Okay, Dr. Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner and David Banner. Which one's which? Just call him Blue Ferrigmo. Blue Ferrigmo?
Chewing bubblegum. And I'm all out of ass.
Well, it's probably for the best. For the best.
All units be on the lookout for Dr. Bruce Banner, 5'11", medium build, brown hair. Subject considered armed and...
Rock bottom, huh? Furniture warehouse. There's literally a place nearby called The Dump. What's rather amusing, though, is that it actually costs more than a real furniture store. So, yeah. It's one of those things where poor people think they're getting a better deal than they really are. Now look, these cops are just being knocked out, okay? They are perfectly okay. Because I almost feel kind of bad doing this, because I feel like this is going to make the Tumblrites happy. And Kotaku as well. Because there's actually some controversy that Spider-Man... this is the article. Spider-Man's a damn cop, and it's not okay. What is he supposed to do? Let the criminals go and say, look, fight the power, man? It's like, god damn.
Hey, what's up?
There's a controversy about Spider-Man, you know, fighting criminals in Spider-Man PS4. Saying that
Really?
yeah, the Kotaku said he's a damn cop. And why
It's
it's
like, why is that a bad thing?
Their
like,
point?
It's like, really think about it for a second. He's a criminal, he's a superhero, you're supposed to do that. Kotaku, why is this postmodernism bullshit them being spilled from you, huh?
Don't ask me, I don't know.
What do you? I expect no less from Kotaku. I expect that from.
You call him
Kotaku, honestly.
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus.
But that's
Kotaku
good.
can
The only
fuck
reason-
Deadpool's Jimmy Changa, for all I
The only
care.
reason I still pay attention to Kotaku is because that guy Jason Schreier was right about Fallout 76, like a few months before it was even shown up at E3.
Well, I had no intention of playing it, so I don't care.
Me neither.
Because New California. Now look, that guy totally is fine. Look, see, he's just sleeping. He gets teleported back to the police station. That, there was nobody even in that ambulance anyway. They're okay. That guy, he can totally survive that, alright? Totally. I can definitely see a lot of Prototype. Because, like, in Prototype, you kill a bunch of people and, like, eat them and all the rest.
Speaking of which, have you actually played Painkiller?
I did a review of Painkiller a long time ago. So, yeah.
That was probably during your hate period.
No, it wasn't. It was just a basic review, but I haven't even played Painkiller Hell and Damnation, which apparently isn't supposed to be very good. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I thought people didn't like. I thought people didn't like Hell and Damnation.
Ooh, I don't know. I mean,
Or is it the HD ones? I don't know.
I think people didn't like it because it changed some of the gameplay. Maybe when I played it, I thought it was just the same game but with better graphics. But then again, I didn't play much of it because I think I got it for like free, so I just didn't really care.
They have the Silent Cartographer evolved.
Wait, what?
They have the Silent Cartographer, then they have the Silent Cartographer evolved.
Yeah.
I'm playing it on normal difficulty.
Now there's nobody in this car, so when I throw it and
What? Oh my god, the plasma pistols can EMP vehicles.
yes, it can.
Oh my god, how long does this last?
Did anyone watch my
there we go.
review? I mentioned this stuff in
what?
there. Of SPV3.
Yes, I did.
How could you? Nobody remembers.
You didn't mention that. You didn't mention that plasma pistols could EMP.
Oh, then maybe I forgot. It was
I
still...
gotta go back to the settings.
Whoa.
I think I also didn't. I just assumed I was still using, like, I don't know what else is actually
Ooh.
but
This
No,
game,
audio, not video.
Sniper rifle.
this game is great. Now that car I just crushed, there was no people in it. It was a robo car. Okay, I'm not killing any.
Robot lives matter.
Robot lives matter, John. Didn't you know?
Hey, Kotaku can go fuck itself.
Can I pick up the SMG, please? Thank you.
This is actually a really good game. I don't know why I haven't played it before, and I'm so glad that Dolphin actually emulates it 100% flawlessly.
What game?
Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
Oh, you should play Spider-Man 2.
It doesn't work on like anything other.
I just spawned on noble good difficulty and
Doesn't work on like PS2 emulator or?
Not very well. You have to really work at it to make it work.
What about GameCube emulation?
It doesn't work any better on here. I have it on both systems.
It wasn't on Xbox, was it?
No, I don't think so. And if it was, Xbox emulator is even harder to get to work. So yeah, I'm fucked on that one.
Xbox emulator is hard to get to work for anything.
And smack him.
Not if you know what you're doing.
Where the fuck did my other Marine go?
Alright, so that of course is the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Now, for the final game of the day, we are jumping in. We are jumping in another arcade game. I wanted to save this one. We're not going to play all of this, but I wanted to save this one to potentially do it co-op at some point in the future. But, oh well, since I want a good Spider-Man game for the end of Stan Lee's illustrious career. Spider-Man, the arcade game from 1991. I discovered this game quite by random once. It's really fallen off the radar. It's really good. You can play as Hawkeye, Spider-Man, Fuck You, Submariner, or Black Cat. You're of course going to be playing...
Cat.
Yeah.
Black Cat?
Yep.
Huh.
The Mystic Power Stone, trouble up ahead. Go get him, superhero. I love Japanese games from this era because it's just brilliant.
Jackal Sniper.
Party's over, Scorpion.
I'm playing Silent Cartographer on noble difficulty.
Jesus Christ! You spawn and die.
Yeah.
Which pretty much is what. Now this isn't.
You're probably better off playing on Legendary.
Or play it on
Let General
normal.
speak, damn it.
Or just normal. Vaulted sidewalk. What's a vaulted sidewalk?
I'm playing on normal and I'm still kind of getting my ass kicked.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because
it's
you're a noob at Halo.
It's not
I've
easy.
basically beaten every Halo game on Legendary. Yes, even Halo 2. That was not fun.
No, I beat all of them on Legendary.
That was not fun. Just saying.
Oh, it was plenty fun. What are you talking about?
Well,
It
then
was
all you
not
gotta.
fun. It was not fun because Jackal Snipers.
They were quite annoying. I recommend Jacques just downloading the ROM for this and getting MAME.
You do realize there's a reason people hate Jackal Snipers so much. It's cause Halo 2.
Exactly. I remember them. I didn't even play it on.
Even on normal difficulty, they could take you out in 2 hits.
Is this true?
Venom!
Heroic, there's a chance they could take you out in 1 hit, and Legendary is a guaranteed 1-hit kill, you're dead.
Now, Tom Hardy, you're supposed to be a hero, so...
But they'll like shoot at you instantly on Legendary. On Heroic, you'll have some time to react. On Legendary, nope, you go into their line of sight, you're dead.
Tom Hardy Spider-Man?
No. Tom Hardy's Venom. Come on, Tom Hardy, you're supposed to be the hero. Stop attacking Spider-Man! Talk to yourself and become the...
Impede? No, I didn't.
Give him some tater tots.
Or chocolate.
Get him some chicken nuggets.
Yeah, but that's gonna kill him, though.
Give me my damn chicken nuggies. Give me some chicken nuggets.
It's gonna get taken down off of YouTube.
give me some damn chicken nuggies.
That's gonna get taken
Give me
down.
my chicken strips.
So wait, why does he have the tablet of time? Holy crap!
Tablet of time?
Okay.
I thought it was the Ocarina of Time.
No.
Okay, now, John, you remember that scene? Like, I haven't seen Venom, but it's in the trailer that is where like Venom like eats that guy at the convenience store, and he says "turd in the wind."
Yes.
Like a turd in the wind.
Like, did he like? Did they say? Okay, first of all,
hey, hold on a second. Fuck you, Submariner. Nobody likes you. I have to say that every time I see him. Go on. Why does Submariner even have a billboard? What is he selling? Oh, he's selling fish Wait, Namor is selling a fish tasting soda. Fuck you, Submariner. Submariner. Nobody likes you. Go on.
But anyways, before I get really interrupted. First of all, I have no idea. Like, did they seriously say "turd in the wind"? What? Who wrote that?
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be 90s level dialogue, and I thought it was funny.
Like a turd in the wind.
Okay, and second, now I'm imagining Venom, basically before eating that guy, just saying, "I have chicken nuggets."
Well.
No, or just say that he stole his chicken nuggets or some shit, and then he's gonna eat his ass.
That would be very strange.
So, John.
Yes.
I'm reading at these like Covenant data logs of the Sengeli miner.
Yeah.
He seems to be questioning of what Halo really is.
Yeah, that's canonical.
That's actually quite interesting.
Yeah, that actually comes from like a comic, if I'm not mistaken. I think that comes from one of the comics. I don't remember which one though.
That's actually really cool that he's not really on it. He's kind of skeptical of the prophets.
Yeah.
And stuff.
That was one of the comics. It's like, I forget which one it was or what I read it in, but there was one elite like saying, "Why do we not offer them the absolution of the Covenant? They fight well." And then Contact Harvest came out, and we found out why. Thanks, Prophet of Truth. Thanks for that, mate.
What did he do?
Basically,
Truth is horrible.
Yes.
I don't like Truth. No one likes Truth.
Especially SJ Dubs. But the Prophet of Truth in Contact Harvest found out that humans were actually the Reclaimers, thought he'd lose power, and then basically declared that the Covenant had to genocide the humans so he wouldn't lose power.
Oh, because he knew they were the Reclaimers?
Yeah.
Meant to protect Halo or something? Make sure it
doesn't
meant
to take up the manslaughter.
The effect of the Sorcerer's Stone is worn off. What? When did this become Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
God, this sniper rifle is so good.
The Sorcerer's weed.
Well, I need to open the console.
I honestly don't like Harry Potter that much, especially these days. I read it when it first came out, of course.
Gee, I wonder why you don't like it that much these days. I wonder why. Oh no, one of my Marines died.
Oh no.
Punch him. Smack him. The animation in this is really good.
I think
Let's go, Z streaming, not going to be able to watch today.
A lot more than
Class is till 4:30, eh? What time is it?
It's only 3:40.
Oh, no, never mind, they're over here.
That is correct.
Hey, there's like a freaking, what's it called?
Spider sense tingling. Big Brother Kingpin, let's see if you've got what it takes to stop that Zeppelin from taking off. Big Brother Kingpin? What?
Big Brother Kingpin.
Okay.
Thank you for the Warthog.
Coon. Kingpin Coon.
Doom Coon.
Doom Coon.
Well, he's got the anime eyes, doesn't he? I'll actually make that joke in next week's video. Or this week's video. This week is next week.
What's this week's video?
Event Horizon Doom 3 mod.
Okay.
Smack him.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to play through
Also,
this level, and then I'm going to go to War of the Gems.
John, I completely forgot that what's it called, the Pelicans fire grenades, and I learned that the hard way. When they dropped the first, when Echo 419 dropped the first Warthog.
Yeah.
I relearned the hard way, even after I watched your review.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen until it's already happened.
Yeah.
Because it's like
you don't expect it.
Nice that they gave you a little warning, but it's just. Oh yeah, we're gonna clear.
It just happens.
Yeah.
It's just like all of a sudden dead. You're like.
It took me
It
took me way too long to figure that out.
Yeah, I got killed once, and I was like, wait a minute, and I look up at the. Oh, hi, Banshees.
Smack him! Smack him!
I look up at the what's it called? At the
Pelican.
The Pelican, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting attacked. Not easy to talk when I'm getting attacked by Banshees.
Oh.
But yeah, I looked up at the Pelican and I saw the turret, and I was like, oh.
The lizard. By the way, isn't he supposed to help us out? Yeah, it took me all the way up until Assault on the Control Room to figure out that's what's killing me.
Way to go, John. Way to go.
Alright, see ya. Oh, I thought you said you gotta go, and then as soon as I realized you said way to go, I was like, oh, god damn it.
You were in the middle of saying it, so you said you were like, "Ah, forget it."
Yeah.
Like, he's like, congratulations, John.
Stop biting my dick!
That's gay.
It's like, come on, Dr. Connors, it's like, there's nothing wrong with that, but, you know, I really like Mary Jane, you know?
Ah! Don't get me stuck between a rock and a hard place.
150.
Pun intended.
Living in the past. This is an absolutely epic arcade game that is so forgotten that no one knows it ever existed, and that sucks.
It was so good that everyone forgot it.
Well, I don't know why. I mean, look at this. You go from side-scrolling to this. You know, it's amazing.
I don't know what this is. I actually need to go into your stream real quick.
Well, the camera zooms out, and it's more of like a side-scrolling shooter in some instances. It's really quite cool for 1991. Everyone remembers the X-Men arcade game, but it's like, this deserves to be as well-liked as that one.
Everyone remembers it because Welcome to Die.
Yes, Welcome to Die.
Well, this one has Big Brother Kingpin.
Yeah.
And yes, Rip Stanley indeed. And 1:50 p.m. in Cali, eh? I hope that smoke is not causing you too many problems there, Omguldude, or how do you pronounce that? Saying that out loud is not as easy as reading it, I can tell you that.
Hey John, do you start seeing like the more crazy weapons by the time you get off of Halo, or not off of Halo, but by the time you get past the second level, or?
Yeah, once you get to Silent Cartographer, that's when you start getting some good stuff.
Okay. I mean, that's not saying that the stuff here isn't bad, or that's not to say the stuff here isn't good. I love the battle rifle. Oh my god.
Yeah, you'll start to get some of the. You don't get a Spartan laser or anything like that, though. That does not appear in this game, or in that game.
SPV3?
Yeah, no Spartan laser.
Oh, there was in a previous version of
Oh. I don't know
because there was.
I think I remember there was a Spartan laser in a previous version of SP3.
Because
I've
there
seen
was
videos about it. But it was
yeah, there was some guy who played it, and it was used to take out a wraith.
But honestly, by the time you get to some of the more open levels, most of that stuff isn't going to be that useful. You're going to want to stick with vehicles. Kingpin. Okay. I love it. Okay, Kingpin has his own battle zeppelin with Kingpin written on it. Like, okay, wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
How exactly is he supposed to keep a low profile when literally his battle zeppelin has Kingpin written in big purple letters? I think this is not meant to be taken that seriously.
Yeah, welcome to Japan, John.
It's like, speaking of Japan, last night I finally sat through the American film adaptation of Death Note. I liked it quite a bit, actually. It had William Dafoe as the demon. Whatever the hell his name was. Rook.
Speak carefully, General, for what you say is heresy.
Well, what can I say? You know, I had the manga sitting on my bookshelf for many a year, and I've never read it. And I thought, you know what? I'll go ahead and just watch the fucking movie. And you know what? The movie wasn't bad. Light, whatever the hell his name is, was it?
Heretic.
It's kind of an annoying character, but yeah. I thought it was.
I love the napalm.
Oh yeah, you do get a flamethrower eventually, and it is quite useful.
Like there's a napalm plasma pistol.
Oh yeah, that thing works pretty good too.
Yeah, the brute plasma pistol.
Smack him.
It used to be a
Why
scatter
do you sound
shot.
different, Vulcan?
You already played Web of Shadows
Did you get the new
earlier in
mic?
the stream.
No, I'm actually using my phone.
Oh.
What a time to be alive!
You actually sound better on your phone than your actual headset, which is funny.
Oh my god.
We live in the future, where phones are used to connect people across thousands of miles.
And masturbating.
This scope on this AR is actually more useful than I initially thought it would be.
Yep.
Like, especially because like the assault rifle is like a ramp up fire. It starts to begin slow, but then when it gets to the end of the
fire with it.
When it gets to the end of the clip, it speeds up.
yeah, pretty much.
Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but it still is really useful. Big Brother Kingpin.
Nothing makes sense, though, so what do you
Oh, damn it, I do not want to die again.
Hey, fuck off!
I love Japan. Because only they could come up with something that silly.
Let's just try not to nuke him again.
Hey, you know,
Oh lord.
don't try to take over Korea, and well, just saying. See, a lot of people don't know that Japan around that time was actually wanted to keep control of Korea. That was one of the stipulations for the peace treaty was, oh yeah, let us keep Korea. Oops.
Oh, Korea.
Damn.
The entire peninsula.
Korea? Why?
Because they had conquered it in the early 20th century.
Oh.
Nobody knows about that. It's pretty bad, actually, but we need not let that detain us with the whole stamping out of the Korean culture, you know, banning the Korean language on pain of death, you know, stuff like that. I'll read the chat in a minute once I've kicked the crap out of Green Goblin.
The Japanese aren't as pretty as they seem today.
Well, yeah, but then again, everybody back around that time was lacking in scruples in many instances. But, you know, that's back when survival was considered the most important thing, so... Today we live a very sedentary and safe existence.
Good lord, these freaking skirmishers are annoying.
Yes, they are.
Not really.
Come on, Green Goblin. Come on, William Dafoe.
Skirmisher jackals are annoying as all hell.
That's if you're a noob.
They just jump around and it's fucking annoying.
Jump around. Jump. Jump. God damn it. Although I prefer the Mark Hamill I prefer the Mark Hamill Joker in addition to the Mark Hamill Green Goblin. No, he didn't do Green Goblin, he did Hobgoblin. Whatever.
I didn't think he did Hobgoblin.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
he was Hobgoblin in the 90s animated
just
series.
Spawned on top of each other.
Yeah, you gotta just run them over.
Good lord, that's a lot of brutes. Good lord.
So I was right.
PVs, they had a lot more blood.
Of course, if you shot an elite a bunch and had it bleed a lot in the Xbox version, it would actually tank the frame rate.
Really?
Yes, it would. It actually would.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, if you looked at the blood, it would tank it.
These brutes feel like they have a lot more health than they do in Halo 2.
They might. Come on, smack him! Looks like he's flying a fire hydrant.
I want to throw gravity grenade. There you go. That's not the...
Gravity grenades are pretty good for your vehicles.
Come on. Come on, William Dafoe. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Brutes, like, to me, they just kind of seem like, at least in like SPV3, just almost like elites, except they are moving packs and they don't have energy shields. Pretty much.
Actually, they have a form of energy shield.
Yeah, well, some of the big ones do.
Yeah, some of them do, but most of them just... They're just fleshy elites.
Yeah, I just went through all my...
Alright, so this was, of course, Spider-Man, literally Spider-Man the video game. And we're gonna now go into War of the Gems. And Corey Cox, you missed a couple of games. I did Arcade's Revenge for SNES. I later did Web of Shadows, and then I did the entirety of Avengers, the arcade game. And as for Red Dot or Scope, I prefer the Red Dot, mainly because I don't shoot anywhere further than 100 yards, and I don't have to look through any particular eye when using a Red Dot.
Yeah, I second that.
Terminal?
The classic PC, I have not. And I have played the Spider-Man game from 2000. In fact, I have the ROM for that, but it would take me a while to get it to actually work. So that's why I'm not doing it today. SNES, ROM, and then War... Now, I think it's War of the Gems. Now, X-Men Mutant Apocalypse really isn't very good because it's overly difficult to the point of annoyance. W-I-W-H, Wayne's World, Warp Speed, Wario's Woods.
Wario's Wood.
I just looked at the model for the, what's it called, the cluster grenade, and it actually looks like a stick grenade of some sort.
That's kind of what it's supposed to be. Super Star Wars.
Where did these guys come from?
Okay, now what is...
Super Star Wars?
They came from Magic. I don't know.
Okay, it's War of the Gems. Maybe it's like Marvel's Superheroes War of the Gems? I don't remember.
God damn it.
War of Gem and Gem and the Holograms.
Okay.
War of
Mega
Jimothy.
Man, Metal Marines, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat, Mutant Chronicles. Okay, I should probably know the name of the game that I'm trying to find. Mech Warrior, Math Blaster, Marvel Superheroes, War of the Gyms. That's what I thought it was.
Blaster.
Alright.
Not like a game for kids.
Hey, how about you don't shoot the jackal? Like shoot the
1996.
banshee that's shooting at you.
Oh come on, this isn't a great. Oh. Of course it's not.
Ah, that old Capcom.
Oh, this bug.
Alright,
Or
so
you
before... Oh, go on.
Where you can't regen your health while in the warthog. That's a weird bug.
Yeah. I've saw that once or
You have
twice.
to get, or rather, you get out and you get back in, and then you stop taking like no damage.
As the Infinity Gems fall to Earth, the human race begins to realize that it is in grave danger. The heroes, determined to assist Adam Warlock, whoever the fuck that is, began to search for the gems that have been scattered over the worlds.
Wait, you
Stark
don't know who Adam
Enterprises
Warlock is?
supercomputer has pointed out the 4 locations where the Infinity Gems may have landed. Near Dr. Doom's castle in Latveria, the Amazon River Basin in the central region of South America, Alaska in the northern region of North America, the Boston Aquarium in the eastern area of North America. Investigate these areas immediately. Whoever the fuck Adam Warlock actually is. They cut him out.
No, wait,
Yeah,
you really
that's-
don't know who Adam Warlock
Asking
is?
you a question, John.
I know who that is. I'm just more joking than anything else. Alright, we'll go fuck up Dr. Doom.
Why is this area so dark? Oh, never mind.
Alright, and since
Let there be light.
Spider-Man is, of course, the most famous of all the, I almost said Jim Carrey characters for some reason.
Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey as Spider-Man.
No,
Oh my god.
Stan Lee characters, we will, of course, play as him. Graphics look pretty good. I remember this game being overly difficult, though. Okay, so far, the only attack I have is Spider-Man bashing people with his elbow, which is kind of an interesting choice. And oh, I remember this. You gotta love the colors they use. The bright blue robot. You know, Dr. Doom, you look a little scarier if you're bright blue robots and bright blue red guys on roller skates. See, look at how it's already kind of difficult, so I'm probably gonna need to save. Actually, no, I need to actually kill these guys. But look at how much damage I've already taken, and when you die, you go back. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Because this was from a time when games were actually marginally difficult. Now, of course, I can't just... Oh, I can just climb up here. I was like, I can't just
Marginally
climb...
difficult.
Yes.
Marginally?
I remember renting this, but never, ever finishing it. Mainly because
So much for marginally difficult.
What
Is it
job?
an LGN game?
Huh?
Isn't it an LGN game?
I don't think it is. I'm
No. I think Spider-Man Ultimate Carnage is or whatever on SNES.
But that one's actually good.
Yes. They actually made a game that isn't shit.
I think they're just a publisher, so... Ooh, kick him in the crotch.
That's
like
another good move.
It's like I planned it that way. But I remember this game being really difficult, maybe because it's very easy to lose it. Like, if you aren't on top of everything, you will get killed fast.
I thought you were going to say it's easy to get mad.
That too. How much storage does the General have? Favorite console?
What is up with the way Spider-Man's moving?
Because. That is actually...
a question.
Because. You know, he's a spider, you know? And a man. He's a Spider-Man. So he has to kind of look like a spider with his arms, like, splayed out like that.
John, you were asked a question how much storage you have, apparently.
Oh, 2 terabytes of black... 2 terabytes of black... Ugh. 2 1 terabyte black drives and 2 terabyte blue drive with a 150 gigabyte SSD for the system.
Why is it a black drive?
Because they're supposed to have slightly faster write speeds.
I could make a
Why
joke
not
there,
just
but
get
I'm
an
not going to.
SSD?
Well, because Well, okay, I have an SSD for the system and everything, but not, you know, like games and things of that nature.
Oh.
Shit.
I keep getting super combined.
Favorite console out of any generation? N64. PS2's
Same here.
up there, but that N64, man, everything on that thing was a gem. Speaking of which, Winback. That's going to be reviewed next week.
On what? Is it Jim?
N64.
Oh.
Yeah, I got the Winback review scripted.
There's a lot of hidden gems on 4.
Such as
Shadow.
Winback, Covert Operations.
Where the hell did that guy come from?
Jump.
Shadow.
No! Bullshit. Bullshit.
Why'd you die, John?
I'm not dead. I just can't see. I'm dead now.
Well, then you should have just climbed up.
It's like... this is definitely a flawed game. But War of the Gems, it used to be Infinity Gems, not the Infinity Stones. I'm not really sure why they changed it from gems to stones.
What? Loadout, what?
Yeah, you can choose a loadout on some of the levels.
That's nuts! Yo!
I thought I mentioned that.
Yo! Yo, boy.
Come on,
Get
go
your-
up.
Get your boy.
And hello, Brian Justice.
Brian Justice.
Alright, save state. And I got a gem and then died, I think. Yeah, I died.
Saying also incidentally about SPV3, Masters on his Twitter when he's not being well. Those details should not detain us, but luckily, very luckily, he's actually with his team going to actually do another update to SPV3, and it'll be called SPV 3.2.
Yeah. Very nice.
Point one is the version that we currently have. Point 2 is going to add like maps such as.
Add the Brute Spiker back.
Can one of the SPV versions add co-op, please?
That would be nice.
I don't think that's I think that's not possible, but they are working on like solo firefight. They're adding some maps. Like new missions. Like I think they're doing like, I think they're like adding maps that they were originally going to like put in the first version of F3, but they couldn't, or they decided not to, such as No One Left Behind and Commander and the Commander Evolved.
Fuck.
Which I think the Commander, those levels, I think actually have you playing as the Saint Healy. I'm not 100% sure, but
that sounds interesting.
yeah, but also, I think they're also going to try their crack at like an SPV 3-ish version of, there's
Halo
this,
2?
not Halo 2, there's this Halo CE,
Hold on a second. Curse you! I cannot believe you have me cornered. Make no mistake, we will meet again. Player, stop! Player, stop! I'm just player. Okay, go on.
Okay, anyways, Project Lambura was like a, it was a custom campaign made by the Lambura team. Oh, how creative of a team name! But essentially, I have played Lambura a little bit, and it composes of like 4 missions, but like one mission is like split in half or something like that. So it's like 4. So okay, just there's part 1, 2, 3 part 1, and 3 part 2, I think.
Oh goddamn.
So yeah, and I think for that campaign, Masters did mention something about like a new light rifle that he's working on, or something like that for that particular campaign. I think there's going to be like some particular changes within the Lambura campaign. That's the point, I guess. Aside from like, I think it's like, if I am interpreting this correctly, it would be different from regular SPV3.
Yeah.
And like I think just like some weapons, like, I think just weapons being changed and all that type of sort, I guess.
My hope is that it doesn't get cease and desisted.
Well,
What do you mean by that?
Probably not, because aren't they probably making them from the ground up?
Yeah, but I think it's still using the Halo engine, so they might try that though.
But
oh come on, Hulk!
You said it's custom edition. Microsoft can't really do anything about that.
Don't take that for granted. Just look at what happened to the KOTOR 1 remake they were trying.
That got shut down right away.
Yeah. They can do whatever they want. Also, we're fighting evil green Wolverines.
Well, that's Disney and EA or whatever. So.
Yeah, but that's also Activision. Don't ever not Activision. Actually, who owns Bungie? No, it's Microshaft. Yeah, they're actually just about as bad. So.
Actually, wait, who owns that? Who owns Bungie? What do you ask?
Not who owns Bungie, but who owns Halo.
KOTOR.
No, Halo.
Oh, I thought
we were talking about KOTOR.
Yeah, that is owned by not necessarily EA, but it is owned by, it's a Disney property since it's Star Wars. No, I was saying like any of the SPV stuff, they could C&D it because that's Microshaft, and well, Microshaft sucks.
Well, it's a mod for an already existing game, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but just look at what happened to KOTOR, though. Just look at that. It was a remake on Unreal 4, and they didn't like it, so they shut it down.
Well, I think with KOTOR, Disney had to have had something to do with that.
So,
I honestly think Disney had to have something to do with that. If I want to be real.
Yeah, but I'm very
If it were
cynical.
up to Microsoft, they probably didn't want to do that.
We'll just have to wait and see. And we're fighting Epoch. I can see why they didn't show up in Infinity War. Just saying.
Why?
What?
Well, look at them. They're little green guys with peas on their shirts.
I'm not on the stream. I can't see it.
They look like freaking. They look like a budget Team Rocket.
Oh.
Like those peas, just put a line on it to make it an R, and it's Team Rocket's logo.
It's like, yeah, because when no one will remain seated in the theater when Epoch shows up. Because
oh lord,
these look like evil Oompa Loompas, honestly.
Evil Oompa Loompas.
oh my god, evil balloons and all of that. So yeah, like I said, they're also going to try to do firefight stuff as well.
They put they've added that from Halo 2. What the hell?
And yes, the new Star Wars stuff does indeed suck. One of these days, I'm gonna have to sit through Last Jedi, but that day is not today.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
A lot of people did that job for you.
I know, but I should probably say something. Oh, come on! You gonna snipe me on the goddamn platform?
Kill him out.
On 2B Trails, there's a jackal under the bridge, like all the way at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a random jackal.
Does he snipe you?
Oh, it's a jackal shield.
Shit! Now, 2019, I'm gonna be doing a shitload of Star Wars stuff, though.
Damn it. Not again.
8 games.
And then you'll do Descent 2 and 3.
God damn it.
Maybe. Just have to wait and see. Maybe. But that means
But
I
Shadow.
And jump!
Like Shadow. What did you say?
John.
Like.
And no, John, CGR Undertow doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Apparently you can use sentinel beams.
Oh yeah, there's actually 2 variations of the Sentinel beam.
Yeah, one's a
Yeah,
sniper.
one caught on fire.
Yeah, also that. Well,
Shoddy snipe.
yeah, it's actually kind of cool.
E-Sasquatch. So wait a minute, does he like on an esports team?
I'm actually happy that Cortana says, "You're spotted."
Yeah, she actually gets some extra lines in this. I'm not sure if they were cut or if they
were cut.
They were probably cut and taken from other Halo games.
Oh, come on. Oh, fuck me. Okay, come on.
They brought in those sentinels from Halo 2. Like the really big ones.
Fuck.
What were they called? Not Enforced, because aren't Sentinels Enforcers like the Sentinels that we normally, or?
It's a load of old shite. Now I remember why I
I'll
hated
look
this
it up.
game. Yeah, those are indeed the ones from Halo 2. I was quite surprised they were in that particular game. Okay, I'm going to save. I can take a grand total of one more hit, but maybe I can just rape him in the corner.
They're so
Rape?
freaking annoying.
Believe women.
Oh, they're all called enforcers. The smaller sentinels are called aggressors.
They're just called sentinels.
Centennials.
Well, I'm
Smack 'em,
reading off
smack 'em.
of Halopedia. That's
Well, Halopedia is linked to my favorites page.
Smack up. Fuck you. E-Sasquatch. So it's like, I guess it's like evil Sasquatch? I mean, way to be judgmental there, Hulk. How do you know the Sasquatch is actually evil? Maybe he's just misunderstood. You know, maybe he's really the good Sasquatch.
maybe he had a bad day.
You know, he might have had a bad Sasquatch childhood, living in a bad neighborhood. You know, it's like, come on.
maybe he had a bad Sasquatch day and he needs to rob a flat.
Maybe he needs to suck on his Sasquatch arm.
It's like, and you know, who are you to judge, Hulk? I mean, come on, you smash up cities all the time.
True.
Come on, smash them up, Hulk. You can do it.
He's sucking his Sasquatch mama's pee-pee.
No, thankfully not.
You're a retard.
Instead, I just punched him in the dick, so... That's the E-Sasquatch. And like, okay, wait, did the E-Sasquatch just, like, steal the Infinity Gem? What is he gonna do when Thanos shows up?
Probably step on his face.
Did you truly believe you could beat me with muscle? We could have talked. Use your brain. So, wait, he's Grey Hulk, then. Alright, so we just killed Alaska. Now we're gonna go to the Boston Aquarium. I don't know which... I'd rather stay in Alaska. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and be Captain America. Let's be Steve Rogers. Now, Wolverine was not created by Stan Lee, so it doesn't really matter.
My God, Steam, don't do this to me.
We might actually finish this game, because I'm actually getting pretty far. Thankfully,
Oh
with
my
save
God.
states.
I hate it when Steam, when I'm updating a game that's like super small, and then it takes like 10 years.
Adam Warlock, it seems the villains have planted some explosives in the aquarium. You have to find
Bomb
the
has
gem.
been planted.
Exactly. If you don't, you'll perish. Adam, wouldn't it make more sense to send Iron Man since he can breathe underwater? Well,
His
know-
suits can breathe underwater.
yeah, well, Steve Jobs can breathe anywhere, I guess, as long as he has his phone.
Jobs. Steve
Let's be
Jobs is
honest.
long dead.
Let's be honest. Apple stopped innovating after Steve Jobs died.
I would not. You know, it would have been cool to see a Star Wars game done in Assassin's Creed stylings, but yeah, that's not going to happen. We're going to get nothing but shitty mobile games, loot boxes, and things of that nature. That's
You know
it.
what's funny? You know what's funny? I have a friend who was excited for Battlefront 2, the new one. It's funny because no, shut up, not you. No one cares about you.
Everybody cares about me.
No one. I don't even know your name, so no one cares about you.
I partially care.
Well, that's you, Vulcan.
I said I partially.
You're special though. That's why.
Yeah, because I have the autism.
Me too. Let's be friends.
We're all
Yeah.
autism together. Let's play
Women
some
shouldn't
Minecraft
never
servers.
like that.
John, shut up. Don't act like you've never played Minecraft.
I actually have. I was a big fan of Minecraft. But what about Battlefront 2?
But he keeps trying to defend it, saying the game's good now, they fixed it. I'm like, no, you do realize that whole shit that happened at the beginning. He's a Star Wars fanboy. He's very casual. He doesn't care about games that much unless it's like Star Wars or some shit.
See, that's me, but except I'm critical of Battlefront 2. See, I'm glad they added General Grievous, and they're gonna be adding Obi-Wan and Anakin and all that, but they should have had them in the beginning.
Yes, and he for some reason couldn't understand what I was getting at when I was bitching about the whole loot box issue.
I honestly thought you said
don't
loot box.
I don't understand why
Loot
he
box.
couldn't understand. Like, I just don't understand. Like, he seemed so confused on why everyone was pissed about it.
Yeah.
He's one of those entitled Star Wars fans. I'm not.
Keep in mind, he loves The Last Jedi and and Solo, which is ironic because he also likes the prequels as well. And I'm like,
Now, wait a minute. Did he like him to try to impress chicks? Because then it's like, that makes sense. Oh,
to be
shit.
Fair, to be fair, this guy is kind of a cuck.
Okay, makes sense.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
it makes sense.
Fuck me.
He acts like he
Get
knows
up.
everything about. He acts like he knows everything about Star Wars because he plays the games and watches the movies. When he's never even heard of Star Wars Dark Forces or Kyle Katarn.
Oh my
Really?
god, I was
Never
about to
heard of
ask,
them?
does he know about Kel Katarn?
Crap.
Yes, I asked him if he knew who Kyle Katarn is, and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "I never want to." And I was like, "I never want to talk to you ever again."
If
Yeah.
you know so much about Star Wars, have him talk to me and I'll school the fuck out of him.
I can't wait to talk about Kason Moore, a character no one knows about because she appeared in a grand total of 1 game.
Oh, her, yeah.
Yeah, Rogue Squadron.
Mhm.
She was a handsome woman.
You know what?
Handsome
I guarantee.
woman.
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
have
can
said
mention
handsome
so
about her.
much about Star Wars to him. Like I can tell he cares about Star Wars, but at the same time, it's like, oh god, you were so.
Newbie.
But at the same time, it's like you really don't know anything about Star Wars.
Yeah,
Like-
I was
Like,
everywhere.
seriously.
Every school I've gone to, I've been known as a Star Wars geek.
Like he will, like he seems to not.
Charging Star.
Like every time he hears criticism about The Last Jedi, he gets triggered. Like he doesn't. Like he says that they're stupid criticisms, and I'm like, who fucking made you God?
Now, Mario, have you seen him drink straight from a gallon of soy milk?
No, I haven't. He doesn't drink soy milk, but if you told me that he was a soy boy, I would believe you.
So much milk. So much. Oh shit!
I've seen what he looks like, and if
No.
you told me he was a soy boy and it was my first time seeing him, I would fucking believe you.
Frack.
Oh my god, what does he have? Like, does he have, like, dyed hair or some shit? Does he have,
No,
like,
he has his natural hair color, but
Okay, thank god.
good
He's a
lord, he
faggot.
he kind of looks like one though. I'll say that.
Soy boys. So boys.
The faggot part that is definitely.
That's Raycast. I'm gonna say
No,
it
it's
is.
not. I mean, he is black, so
That's especially
Whoa.
Raycast.
he's light skinned though.
That's
He's a left.
especially Raycast. I mean, YouTube's just gonna have a heart attack.
Shut the fuck up, John.
Hey, don't get mad at me. Get mad at
Native fuck.
whoever does what he does. Whatever.
I hate these shots, Chief.
Okay, this is ridiculous. I can't breathe, and I'm getting attacked by the mutant Oompa Loompas. Oh, yeah, Arden Lane is a character that never really showed up much outside of that game, though. I think like she got like a comic. That was when they were really kind of reaching for
wait a
ideas, though. Where like, oh, we're gonna bring back somebody from 25,000 years in the past.
Wait a minute.
I am so
Was this-
fucked.
Was this track in this area? Oh my god, I never recognized it was this track.
Jump around, jump on around.
It's like my favorite track in all of Halo 2. Holy crap. I never
Hey,
realized
Mar.
it was this. What?
Hey Mario, how about we go to that guy's house and get a large ass boombox and play Smash Mouth's All-Star Bass Boost?
All, like for 20, let's just leave it out there. We'll just
Yeah.
leave it on it. Leave it on his roof so he
Brag.
doesn't know where it's coming from.
Frag.
Just basically has just the words.
Shit.
No wait. There's an edit where basically the majority of the song is just the phrase. They can't.
They don't
They
stop
can't
coming,
stop-
They don't stop. They don't stop.
Yeah,
They
that.
don't stop coming, they don't-
Yes, have that on loop bass boost.
They don't
On his
stop coming
roof.
and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't
Exactly.
And Darth Plague is
They're
quite
like-
good. Darth
Like,
I'm going
Crate.
scuba diving in the
Let me
ocean.
think. Let me think. Fucking.
Oh fuck, he's gonna run out of air. Shit.
I
fucking-
haven't in Sonic
John,
games.
question.
It was terrifying.
How does this health regen thing work?
It only regen up to yellow.
Yeah, orange is up to yeller.
Fuck me.
Okay.
I'd rather not, John. That sounds very
Wait, how
unpleasant.
do I
Scrag.
use the grenade launcher on this thing?
You have
left click.
yeah,
Or no, right
your
click.
grenade button.
It's not very good though, I have to say.
It's
Oh, never mind. This is
decent.
a suppressed one. This doesn't have a grenade launcher.
Oh yeah. Which mission are you on?
Truth and wreck.
Jump, jump,
Okay. I'm
jump.
on 2 betrayals.
No.
Well, that's because you skipped around missions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just playing random missions right now because I don't.
I'm playing through the game.
Okay, why can't I jump out of here?
I will say that I don't really like how the flamethrower is how it works in
How the what?
SPV3. The flamethrower.
Flammenwerfer.
I haven't used it.
Like it has very I don't like the drop off. It's way too short.
It is at that.
It's
Evil.
just
Isn't that the
like
same with- Isn't that the same with every flamethrower in every game? Ooh, I found
Well-
a jackal shield.
here's the thing with
What's
like
it
the
ever
Halo
used for?
the Halo PC flamethrower didn't really have it had like a good like short range, and it's like if you if you actually have played like Halo CE
No!
PC multiplayer and used a flamethrower,
Undo load state. Oh, God, no.
Like
Oh, please, God, no.
what?
I saved just as I died, and he had 1
Oh.
health left. 1 fucking health left!
John, don't do that. What were you saying, Vulcan?
Go on.
Okay, if you've played Halo CE PC multiplayer,
I
have
haven't.
used. Well, I have, and
I
the
have.
flame.
Go on.
Like, okay, I feel like that's like one of the best versions of the flamethrower in Halo, in my opinion. Like, it's good. It's good for its range. It doesn't really have a drop off. It's more like you just have it in the air. It's just burning just straight into the air and all that type of stuff, just burning right in front of you. Doesn't really seem to have that. Doesn't really seem to have like a drop off or anything, but it's a good weapon. Like,
Okay.
the SPV3 flamethrower just doesn't feel right. Like, maybe it's based off of the Halo 3 version, and that thing did have like drop off and that. But
now, Mr. Krabs.
You know,
I feel like the
Vulcan,
drop
I
off.
completely forgot that there was a flamethrower in Halo 3.
Oh my.
Noob.
I have it on Gary's mod.
Halo noob.
No one cares. No one cares about your Gary's mod.
Everybody cares about my Gary's mod.
Well,
No.
Steve Jobs
Even
is
Gary.
dead. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Steve
Also-
Jobs is dead.
He's been dead for years.
When did he just
No, the
finally
joke
find out
was
about
I'm
it?
playing as Steve Rogers and I'm calling him Steve Jobs, and he just died because I fucking saved just as he did.
He did die.
I'm stuck. What the fuck? What am I stuck on? Oh.
Oh shit.
This is
I
Marvel
was stuck on
superheroes.
I was stuck on one of the native wildlife of Halo, and it killed me.
Oh, that'll happen.
God.
This is Marvel War of the Gems, and this is on RetroArch, using the SNES 9X emulator.
The SNES 9X core.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. The fucking
No, shut up.
techno-magical tech priest oil thing.
Tech priest.
What?
Yeah, one of those.
You know what's funny? This I guarantee you that what's it called? Hello? This suppressed sniper isn't even suppressed because there are no suppressed weapons in Halo.
Well, this is SPV. Actually, there are the suppressed pistol and ODST and the suppressed.
SMG and
only-
ODST.
Yeah. I actually have a. I actually have
Well, I meant
a.
like in Halo 1, like even if you fire the suppressed sniper, enemies are still gonna be alerted.
There's no suppressed sniper in Halo 1.
They
Shit.
haven't actually programmed legitimate stealth in Halo,
Fuck
except
me.
for ODST.
Yeah, ODST is my favorite Halo game.
Thou hath lost an eighth.
I played through it once and I liked it. I never touched it again though.
See, that's why I bought my ODST helmet and my suppressed SMG prop. I'm gonna buy the rest of the armor eventually or make it, but right now I'm saving up $900 so I can buy a
The
fully
shotgun has some
built
pretty
OD. Huh?
Go on. The shotgun has some pretty decent range.
There's
actually.
somebody on Etsy who has a fully built Spartan reach armor that has LEDs and
Nice.
stuff in it for only 900,
Nice.
and it fits me. So when I get that grunt had a rocket launcher. What the hell?
Yeah, they will have.
Here we go, active camo.
Okay, we're gonna go to
active
the.
camo in Halo 1, the only game it's useful in.
Okay. Halo 3 it can be useful.
Okay.
I'm remembering why I hated this game back in the day.
You
But
getting
I put-
angry, John?
Yes. Gonna go Hulk out. I mean,
How do
it's,
you see me? I have active camo.
Incidentally, I've heard that basically if you have health regen on, use active camo, that's actually a bug.
I don't have. Oh, I do.
yeah, that'll happen.
So yeah, as soon as I have $900, I'm gonna be buying that Halo Reach armor that has LEDs and stuff in it, because it looks badass.
They could donate it to the General Lotz channel so I could buy a new rifle.
You wish, John. Just keep dreaming, John.
Oh, I can.
John, just
Come on, green chick.
you're just go take your what's it called? Just go take your lollipop and just go in the corner.
Oh,
Lollipop.
dear.
Just go take your like fucking ice cream sandwich.
Smack him.
There are no lollies here.
Smack him. Save.
FBI, open up.
Although these green chicks are pretty hot.
FBI, open up.
Gee, thanks, Japan.
KGB, open up.
I
Is
punched
that like a
him.
meme or something going on now that I'm unaware of? Because
Yes.
I don't give a shit.
Wait, what now?
Kill yourself, John.
How does this elite guard have so many?
Oh hey, I opened up the fucking. Oh god, I hope I.
Because you kids and your Fallout 2s, I just can't keep up anymore.
Fallout 2.
And your GURPSes and...
1999.
You stop kicking me,
Kids and
Joey
your,
Green Giant.
Your Call of Duty 69s.
You kids and your Fallout Brotherhood of Steels.
That
Bro,
no,
what?
no, don't talk of that game.
Balls. Guana.
But also Shadow.
Balls.
The thing about the elite armor guards is that UNSC weapons minus the rocket launcher and explosives are pretty much useless.
Whoa, lag.
I'm using the turret that you find on the floor.
Fuck.
The UNSC
Gun
turret.
turret.
The one that you see Sergeant Johnson wielding in the first cutscene.
Yeah, that's also useless against the elite honor guards.
Those split jaw motherfuckers can take all sorts of damage.
Well, particularly the honor guards.
I throw the cluster grenades at them because those things are actually useful.
Yeah.
Okay, why would you not play as Iron Man? He is literally better than every other character, sans Spider-Man. I mean, he can fucking fly. It's like in real life. Why would you ever be any other character than Iron Man?
Hold on.
I don't know. Why would you be?
Because I'm Iron Man right now and I'm just kicking ass, so yeah.
I meant like, why would you be any other character than Iron Man? Tell me.
Because I wanted to see if they were any good. Captain America kind of sucks. Stan Lee knew what he was doing when he created Iron Man. The heavy hitter. I do not know what's going on in the background there, but somebody was yelling.
People are dying.
Iron Man. It's.
John, when are you gonna do a Sega Genesis thing? Stream.
That's good. I already did one a number of months ago, but I guess I could take it. Were there Marvel games on the Sega Genesis? Oh, I know what game I can do before the stream's out. I'll finish this one. X-Men 2: The Clone Wars.
Oh yeah.
Like-
Wasn't there one on the Genesis that you had to actually turn off the system and then turn it back on super quick for it to continue?
You had to reset. That was
Reset.
X-Men 1.
But you had to do it a certain way. Like if you actually fully did the reset button, it would start you over. But you had to like tap it just barely, and then it would.
Yeah, it was one of those weird things. And welcome back, Sonny. Welcome back, Sonny. I said I'd kill you last.
It's funny because the game up to that point apparently is like really good.
Yeah, it's one of those things they were doing. They were being a tryhard, though. The idea was you had to reset this computer in the game, so it's like, we'll have them reset the console.
Wow.
Yeah, but you gotta barely press the reset button.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I think they had a few too many sakis that night.
Yeah, they were thinking way too
lateral.
They weren't thinking.
They were being
yeah.
way too tryhardy. No, not save slot 4. Oh no, it's not it's the Oompa Loompas again. Go back to fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. No one gives a fuck about you. And who has a uniform with P on it?
Me.
It's like, oh yeah, they're big green motherfuckers. Oh no, those short green.
Can I have this thing?
No. If I die one more time, I'm just gonna.
Okay, I'm back. I just had to make sure my mom wasn't gonna start freaking singing again.
To make sure your mom wasn't gonna kill herself.
Nah, that happens every day. Anyway.
Oh,
Wraith, give me.
Wraith?
I actually use.
Oh, you.
Let me in the Wraith, please.
I actually use music from Commando in the Duke Nukem video.
In Republic Commando?
No, the film Commando with Arnold. Arnold.
Also, I'll be right back.
Doing the tool-up segment in the Duke Nukem 3 video, I have the tool-up song from Commando. Works quite well. Because one thing you'll notice is I'm not actually loading either one of those guns. The shotgun, it looks like I'm loading it, but it actually is empty.
Me too.
Me too movement is a joke. Changed my mind.
What's kind of funny is Red Dead 2, somebody punched a feminist in that and they got their channel taken down.
Yep, I saw that. His name is Shirako. His channel got reinstated like 2 hours later, but
which I find so hilarious, those SJWs, you know?
But damn.
Yeah, he's grown like 16,000 subs. I need to punch a feminist. I mean, drink some soy. There we go.
Yeah, ow! Fuck you, bud!
Smack. Okay, I guess I have to destroy the cameras. And then maybe I won't get any more of these worthless cretins. So you really need a health power-up or something. Because, like, you can lose it so fast here. Because these guys are jumping around. And they've almost killed me. Almost.
The general is dead.
Long live the general. Okay, save. I'm not even to the boss. I'm nowhere I need to be.
Ow, goddammit!
That's the one thing about a lot of these classic games that really do annoy me is there's little things like that. Just give me some health. Come on, throw me a fucking bone. Yeah.
I don't want to throw you a bone.
And, you know, these guys are really, really annoying. Okay, well, now it's time to see if Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Nintendo don't.
X-Men 2, Clone Wars, USA.
Clone Wars.
That's what it's called.
Okay, there's 8 shells in this. In the tube of the shotgun.
Quick, close content.
But it still has the same power of the Halo 1 shotgun, which is extremely powerful. I'm fine with that.
Wraith is shooting at me.
Even though it doesn't make sense for it to be able to be as good as it is, because it's too big. Do you ever review any online shooters like TF2? Probably not. Just because I'm not a big...
say anime shooters?
No, well, online shooters. Probably not, just because they're not really my thing. Beast.
It's actually pretty fun, though.
You know what, John? Maybe you're not my thing.
Well, I can't help that.
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna throw a
can, by not existing.
Now, see, this is one of those games that's also really annoyingly difficult. Like, literally, it starts you up just being attacked, and if you're not on the ball, you die.
What game?
X-Men 2, The Clone Wars.
The clone.
I don't think I've ever actually beaten this game.
Ow, what the fuck killed me? Oh. That's this game 24/7. What the fuck killed me?
That's it.
Would you say that's accurate, John?
Yes. So I just died in the first 5 minutes.
Oh. First 2 minutes.
Gambit has a very messed up looking face.
SPV3 in a nutshell. What the fuck killed me?
That's Halo in a nutshell. And of course we got Psylocke, who's actually one of my favorite X-Men, even though she's barely seen in anything. Because she's very attractive and has a very sexy costume.
No, John. You're thinking Halo 2 where it's what the fuck killed me, then you realize it's a Jackal Sniper.
'Tis true. Alright, now let's try this again. Try to get past the first level. Goddamn Jackal Sniper. See, back in the day, when you first play it, it's like you don't think that's actually going to show up. Or those things are going to show up, and then they do, and it's like, this is way harder than the first game.
Yeah, Jackal Snipers actually make freaking Halo 2 like the hardest thing ever.
Let's see if I just pick up random,
People,
you know.
it's like you tell me to get good at games like Dark Souls. Like, don't tell me to get good until you beat Halo 2 on Legendary.
Yeah, I never even tried.
It's not fun, John. It's not. Don't even try. Don't even
I beat
try.
it.
That's
It's
the thing.
fine.
If you have, no one's talking to you. Kill yourself.
Well, that
I'll be
escalated
right back
quickly.
anyway.
Wow, nice job. You shot your own buddy with a brute shot.
Eh.
No, I never said the brutes were intelligent, that's for sure.
Damn it, one of these hunt. God damn it, stop spawning Covenant. Give me hunters already.
Why do you think they went extinct?
Shit.
Oh,
Not-
you gotta be shitting me, Jackal Snipers.
I'm going to be doing a fanfic review of a Halo fanfic next month. It's going to be a crossover fic, actually, with Mass Effect. Sadly, it was never finished, which is why it was really good. It's where Master Chef is Commander Shepard.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome
Yay.
back. I'm in pain.
Shit.
I'm in pain on Truth and Wreck.
Capcom was never very,
Hard.
Capcom's never been a
fucking
merciful
SG.
gaming company most of the time back then these days. It's me trying to remember the controls for this game and just after playing a SNES game. War of the Gems really isn't very good because they don't give you any real healing. And the controls are a bit finicky. Enemies are kind of annoying. Enemy spawns are annoying. But, you know, it's not the worst game I ever played back in the 90s. It's just one I never finished, and, well, had I not fucked up that save, I would have gone ahead and tried to finish it. But, oh well.
This checkpoint is so fucking bad.
Yes, it is. Which, if that's... Oh, yeah, Truth and Wreck. Yeah, it is. Jump. Come on, Psych.
I was like 5 waves in, and I died, and I'm back at like the second wave.
Yep. That was pissing me off quite a bit. I was going to mention it in the video, but ultimately it got cut for time.
I wish I had the fucking rocket launcher.
It makes someone pay.
Hang on. Concentrating, hang on.
Pew. Pew, pew, pew. Cyclops. No one likes you for some
This shit's
reason.
happening. I'm probably not gonna be able to do what I normally am able to do on Silent Cartographer, which
Man.
is when I play it on Xbox. I normally just beat the level with the pistol only.
Yep. It's one of those where, like, if you just touch an enemy, you take a hit. I absolutely despise games like that.
Wait, John, didn't you say that you liked Cyclops?
Yes.
I thought for a second ago that you said that
Fuck.
you suck, Cyclops, or something like that.
No, I said, oh, Cyclops, nobody likes you for some reason.
Oh. Alright.
I don't know why people don't like Cyclops. He's a leader. He leads the X-Men far better than than Wolverine could ever hope to. Wolverine's too much of a loose cannon, where Cyclops actually, you know, has responsibility and things of that nature.
Oh, Cyclops is a terrorist. Well, this is going off of like the old OpenGL episodes.
He might have been at that point, but when I think Cyclops, I think of the one from X-Men, the animated series,
Fuck.
who was an awesome guy of greatness. Back up. This isn't a bad game, but you better hope you've got the ability to save, because you can die literally in an instant. Because these enemies attack fast, and, well, they either will land on top of your head, or...
I like how the color changes on certain parts of the weapon when you're low on ammo.
Or
On
they
like
will...
certain weapons.
This is still better than War of the Gems, because at least we got some health.
Oh my god, I think that's all the waves. And now for the hunters? Wait, no.
Oh, man. And that's just to get to the title screen.
Hunters?
Cerebro. Marvel Comics.
Yep, checkpoint. I think there's hunters now. I didn't get it. Open up the shade. Or not the shade. Oh.
X-Men 2. Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are like, of course, like shade turret hunters, which I think.
Explain anomalies in Siberia. The technique. Oh, this is the phalanx thing. Explain the anomalies.
What the fuck are these hunters? What the fuck are these hunters?
They're special ones. The techno-organic beings known
orange.
as... Yeah, they'll have a different weapon. Have returned. The ninjas were phalanx clones. More
They went
located in
down
the
easy.
Sentinel
This
complex.
is gun. Fuel rod.
How do we prevent phalanx from taking control of the Sentinels? The Sentinels are incomplete and are still vulnerable from the inside. Only one Sentinel is online and connected to the factory's power grid. Destroying the Sentinel's active coolant core will trigger an overload to the entire complex. What? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Immediately report all new phalanx activities. Alright, we're gonna play as...
God damn.
We can stick a Cyclops, since old Psych was
Give me my overshield.
a Stanley character. Yeah, some of the hunters are easy, some of them are hard. Just depends.
Ooh, here we go. Drop pods. Let's see what's in them.
There should be some decent shit in there. Should be is the operative word.
DMR, suppressed BR.
Crap.
There isn't really that anything good, except for the suppressed SMG, but I have the AR instead. So I don't know why I would take just the SMG.
I never found myself using that much either.
I had to was down to using the SMG in that fight before the hunters.
It's a very situational kind of thing if you don't have anything better.
I literally had nothing better.
No. Well, they're good for you.
I had the fuel rod thing.
Oh, bullshit.
Hunters, so I'm just gonna go in.
Gotta watch out for the electricity.
Here we go.
Oh, come on. Aha. Music's pretty good in this. Classic Sentinels with the purple armor. Because, well, X-Men.
What does this show? Master Chief still has a sniper rifle.
Oh yeah, sometimes it won't show the weapon that you have equipped. But then again, I don't really have a problem with that because, lest we forget, Mass Effect 3, a EA game, a game with a budget of who knows how many millions, did the same thing. Where like,
It's a game from 2001, so.
yeah. That's one of my big problems with Mass Effect 3 is like, it just assumed you were a soldier ship, whereas I always played as a Centennial ship.
Yeah, it completely fucking forgets the first two games even existed.
Oh, Mass Effect 3. It could have been good. I thought it was okay until that ending.
Everyone did. Everyone thought it was okay until the ending.
I didn't even mind the IGN reporter, mainly because I didn't even know that's what that was. I had no clue. I didn't care.
You were an ignorant.
Oh, shit.
John,
Shit. Aha! What?
you were an ignorant youth.
Nah, I wasn't that young. It was 2011.
Still, that was your hate period.
Yeah, the very tail end. And I didn't care at all about gaming news or anything like that. Mainly because it's like, gaming news is one of those things I don't really care about simply because it's a thing that exists to sell more games or to talk about drama and, it is not
Who
so...
would win? This is like, oh, one of my favorites bouts of drama, like which character can beat this character. And
Yeah,
have
people-
all the fanboys essentially like plot each other, like, oh, this guy can beat this guy. Oh, Boba Fett can beat Samus. Oh, Master Chief can kick Doom Guy's ass. Oh, that shit.
Of course.
Though let's be honest, no one can kill this guy.
No
If we're
one
gonna be real. If we're gonna be real, here, Doom Guy literally cannot die.
And literally
Too
too
angry to die.
Yes.
Angry to die.
Literally too angry to die. Yeah.
But that's
A person too angry, literally too angry to die. Also, speaking of which, actually kind of funny when some people say humankind instead of saying mankind. Like, think about it. Okay, look at the word human. What is at the other end of the? There's Hugh, and then there's what? There's HU, and then there's what?
Hugh person.
Hey, this picture's funny. Stop spawn killing us, please. Someone says, stop spawning.
Oh.
I'm gonna share that in the fucking. In our
No!
social server.
Fuck me.
No, I'm good. No, I'm good, John.
Jump. Come on, Psych, you can do it.
Oh, fuck my life.
That's a lot more complicated than what I said. Come on, jump. Controls are a little stiff in this. It's not too bad. Okay, what's the point of this then? Yeah, I bet this is exactly where I couldn't progress the last time I tried to play this.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Nintendo,
I'm going through.
Nintendo won that lawsuit against those two ROM sites, Love ROMs and Love Retro.
What happened to Emu Paradise?
They just shut down on their own. Well, they removed their own ROMs on their own.
Yeah, they shut their shit down because they were scared.
Yeah. So
They didn't want to. You know what? Honestly, I think they should have just gotten rid of their Nintendo ROMs.
Yeah, because there was a time that they actually got rid of Nintendo ROMs. And this was when, like, oh, I want to play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Let's go on MU Pair. No, not theirs.
I still have a couple.
Shit.
Yeah,
files.
that'd be fine if they could like have their like stuff like PlayStation, Neo Geo ROM, stuff like that.
Yeah, because Nintendo
like Sony doesn't seem to give a shit.
Like Nintendo really seems to be more DNC happy than those other companies and all that. And also,
yeah, Sony really does not seem to give a shit about emulation. They don't care. I think they probably see it as a way for a free fucking what's it called?
Revenue or free attention.
They probably see it as like free. It's based. Honestly, I think emulation is free advertising.
yeah, it really is.
It can be.
Like, and the fact that like, imagine if they could, because they resell those games and shit. Like, I'm like, there's at some point they're probably gonna bring finally classic PlayStation games to fucking PlayStation Network or whatever because they did it on PS3.
Fuck.
They buy PlayStation 1 games and play them on PS3.
Of course, the big problem with that is they want you to rebuy it like on the PlayStation Network and stuff like that. I don't know. All I can say is when it comes to emulation, well, all I can say, it exists. I can't say where or how it exists, but you know it is somewhere.
like,
Oh,
I know.
DMR is called the Designated Marksman Rifle.
Yes.
the designated marksman rifle. It is designated for the marksman.
What would the UNSC do?
If it wasn't the designated marksman rifle, so if it's not that, then what would our designated marksman use?
Now, see, the joke is, what would Stoner do? And that's a type of, that's a video series. So what would the UNSC do? Shit. Oh,
Give
come
their
on.
designated marksman battle rifles.
No. Like, what would it do to upgrade its rifles?
What will they do for a Klondike bar?
Okay, we're gonna make it through this level. Now, what time is it? Where's my phone?
It's almost 5.
It says 5 o'clock even for me, so I will.
No, it's 4:53. Screw you.
I will play for another 10 minutes and then take my leave to go consume the flesh of an animal, among other things.
So what? Just steak?
I don't know.
Chicken.
Pork?
Chicken nuggers.
Chicken.
That's
Chicken
pretty good.
nuggies. Chicken nuggies. That's what I call them.
Chicken nuggies.
Here's the fire hammer.
That sounds like a name. Chick McGee. He's a,
Your face is chicken.
he's a dick. A private dick.
Private dick.
Okay, which door is the... Oh, there he is. Oh, it's not an elite with a sword!
Marvel
I
based.
thought it was an elite with I thought it was gonna be an elite with an energy sword.
Yes, Crow, we're counting down the end to the old...
That's why I like playing this.
Yeah,
It's playing with my expectations.
Yes, it will do that. Yes, Stan Lee has passed, and so I must play some classic Marvel-based games.
I like it I like it because I've played this game so much. And because... So it's gonna play with my expectations.
Yes, and just wait till you
instead of a what's it called? Instead of a instead of an elite with an energy sword, I got something far more dangerous, but I managed to kill it super easy because I had a brute shot.
An elite with a.
Oh, there's the energy sword elite!
Yep, just wait till you get to the ceremonial ones. And look at that sentinel. He is fucking ripped. Why a robot needs to be ripped, I'm not entirely
oh my
sure.
fucking god, that marine that ODST marine just ran up to the fucking elite and just kicked him in the balls.
Hey, that marine has balls himself.
It actually killed him too.
Wow.
It actually killed him. Uh oh, gravity grenade.
Balls of steel.
Ventrilo harassment.
Fucking hell, that marine went flying. He died.
I know, 95, not bad. Why does Cyclops wear a yellow Speedo? Because 90s. Because he's from the 90s. We all did that back then, remember?
I was born in '98, so I couldn't do that.
Fucking nub. See, I was an 80s man, like Steve Castle.
Lucky.
Although I say that, I was born in the last year of the 1980s. 1989. The holiest day, the holiest year. Oh, come on.
Good lord.
Load.
This fuel rod beam from these orange hunters is freaking powerful.
Yeah, but it doesn't have very good range and it's kind of glitched out. I'd recommend just using the base fuel rod cannon.
But also
I hate these elite guards.
Also, I wish that the orange beams, like, they actually shoot in a burst instead of being continuous. I wish they were actually continuous instead of just being...
Yeah.
Ooh, haha! Save. Music for this is... No!
Yeah. Like, I would think that those, I think that those hunter arms would probably be better if they were continuous instead of just...
what the hell is that thing?
Oh hell!
Oh, it's another one of those brutes. Oh, there's 3 of them.
Yeah, see, the thing about those hunters, of course, is the fact that I think it's supposed to be like the Halo 2 hunter in many instances.
Yeah, I know that. Halo 2 and also Halo 3,
It actually is a
I
Halo
think.
2 hunter.
Oh, a shade cannon. Nice.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, there's
shade
hunters
cannon.
armed with shade cannons?
Yeah.
What the heck is
It's
this
actually
gun?
kinda cool.
Did you not see the review?
What the? Is this like a little spiker? What the hell?
Have you not seen the
The
review?
piercer.
Oh, the piercer.
yeah,
Is it like a miniature spiker?
It's a it's like imagine a needler but doesn't super combine. That's essentially what you get with this thing.
A needler with a spiker combined, or?
No, a
Kinda.
needler
Okay,
without
okay.
the super combined ability.
Super
Without
Yes.
the when the 10 needles contact, and then they end up exploding. Right.
When the 10
Yeah,
needles
imagine
combine,
that, but
they
that's
form
not-
Captain Planet. No, I don't.
They make Captain. I'm addicted to drugs. No.
Is it actually
I'm
10
not-
needles? I actually don't remember.
Well,
No,
not
sorry.
really.
I know in Halo 2 it's actually less. It's like 6.
Oh, come on, Cyclops.
That's
Jump!
what, that's what made them
Ah,
so.
fuck you.
That's what made dual wielding needlers in Halo 2 so overpowered, because it required less needles per needler in order to actually get the explosion to happen.
I think you could dual wield them as well. If I'm not mistaken, and it has been many a decade since I have played that game.
What'd you say, John? John, what'd you say?
I think you can dual wield needlers if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you can.
In Halo 2, not in Halo 3 though.
Well, yeah, because Halo 3 had to make things a little more. Ooh.
Yeah, because here's the thing, they kept the power of the needler from Halo 2 and Halo 3. They kept the power in Halo 3, but they kind of balanced it to where you can't. They balanced it. The way they balanced it is you can't dual wield needlers anymore.
Yeah, makes sense.
So it takes the same amount of needles, but you're gonna run out of them much quicker, and you can't. And you just don't gotta hold down the triggers for like just a couple seconds.
Crap.
For like 1 second, and then someone's dead.
But
You have to hold it down for like maybe a few more seconds, and it leaves you more vulnerable. But I guess the plus is you can melee easier.
I'm stuck on the Tubi trails.
Are you
Dude,
playing
have
on
the
your?
July-
Are you
they have
playing
the
on
long-
what's it called? Are you playing on Noble?
Yeah.
No.
You disgust me as a human being. Like the amount of
Even the
sweat
first part.
coming, like the amount of sweat.
Are you sweating right now?
Save.
Like the amount of sweat I can sense from you. It's hilarious.
He
Get
is
that
so
out!
salty right now. His sweat is covering his
Whoa,
body.
whoa, whoa! Careful.
I've actually only died twice. and I've been playing this for about an hour.
I guess I'm up. 257. Okay, I'm gonna beat the boss, and then I'm going to go. Yeah.
Don't be angry. What's it called? The MA5, the assault rifle is in SPV3. That thing wasn't an assault rifle; it was an SMG.
Well, yeah, but I like the
That
design.
fired intermediate rounds.
Yeah.
I like the
Fired
design.
at max. At what?
What can you talk about?
We're talking about Halo 1's assault rifle. It's basically an SMG.
Oh, alright. They didn't. Yeah, they didn't make it so that there's 60 plus. There's 60 rounds in a mag.
It had the accuracy of an SMG too.
Yeah, it was somewhat accurate.
So, John, didn't that Sentinel just you or something?
Yes. This is why is there a face in here? What the hell?
Did you hear what I said about the Halo 1 AR? They had the accuracy of an SMG too.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. I'm basically fighting Satan now, it seems.
Satan?
He's making some really creepy sounds too. When did this become like a... I've never gotten to this point in this game. He's just saying yeah over and over again. Yeah.
So after playing this, I can't play Halo on Xbox anymore.
It's gonna be hard to get.
This is too good. There's so many more weapons.
Okay, I think the only way I can play Halo on Xbox is if I play co-op now.
Face off.
Also,
oh, that's what I gotta hit.
I'm not a fan of the Piercer, to be honest.
You know what?
The Piercer pistol that I mentioned.
The brute.
Yeah, the little brute pistol.
I like it. I wish they would have kept the spiker, because that was in the early SPV.
You don't like it, Vulcan?
The Piercer, in particular.
Do you not like it?
Not necessarily.
I don't like it either. I picked it up and tested it. I was like, this gun is shit. I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah.
Like... I didn't even shoot at anyone with it. I shot it at a wall, and I was like, this gun is shit. I'm not gonna use it.
Like, here's the funny thing. Like, Masters actually doesn't like the spiker, but then he adds a weapon that looks like the spiker, but is essentially a bad needler.
Yeah, looks like a spiker, sounds like a spiker, but yeah, it's kind of worthless.
It's not a spiker.
It's like, seriously, Masters.
Let's see if all this talk about Halo. What's actually showing on the screen is this really creepy Sentinel face in a can saying "yeah" over and over again. So basically,
give me a different gun. Give me a different gun, please.
So whilst we talk about Halo, I'm fighting Mechani Thulu here.
Mechani Thulu.
Might as well be. This is the creepiest thing I've ever had to fight. Okay. It's like, is this really a good military design? I mean, you just show this to like your enemy, and it's like they're gonna surrender right off because you're gonna get eaten by this thing. Your soul's gonna be just stripped from your body.
It's going to numb your soul.
No, like seriously, go to the stream. Look at this real quick.
Like, yeah, I'm seeing it.
Hang on. Let me see this. Hang on. Don't kill it yet. Don't kill it yet, John. I'm going.
This is the.
John, just stay alive. YouTube, stop screwing with me. Open up the app. YouTube, please cooperate. Thank you.
Yeah. Stop saying yeah so many times. It's creepy.
What the fuck is that thing?
This is the Sentinel. You're inside of it.
It's a face. It's a face in a beam.
I know, and it's saying yeah over and over again. It's like, holy crap! What were these? What exactly were the devs on? Now, either the devs.
What's the purpose?
To be creepy.
What purpose does it serve?
Of what?
Why is it a boss? Why is that?
Either A, they're Japanese, or B, they were on some really, really hard drugs of some sort.
Probably both.
Really good weed.
Really good sake.
John, knowing the Japanese, it was both.
Sake. Oh, did you know that they're making a PC classic now?
Yes, that exists.
I literally killed it as it killed me. A
Basically,
PC
what looks like could be a floppy disk drive is probably for USB.
You know what? I do like how they kind of balance the cloaked elites to where they have no shield. That's good balancing, actually. I really like that. There's just like I just can't really find much to complain about in this mod. Like the only complaints I have are actual complaints with Halo itself.
Yep.
Those are the only complaints I have with this mod. The only complaints I have are complaints I have about Halo 1.
Yep, it's a damn good mod.
One of the best.
And I think the only one
crap.
of those complaints is the fact that Halo 1 doesn't have suppressed weapons, so these suppressors technically don't work. But again, that's a fault of Halo 1's engine.
Correct. Alright, so that is actually the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We have played a great many Marvel games and have celebrated the life and times of the great Stan Lee. And so I'm General Lotz, and I wish you good X-Men 2, Clone Wars, and Spider-Man Web of Shadows, whatever makes you happy.
Never give me
But,
water.